What's up, everybody? Tonight we're going to talk about this weekend of the Fatal Fury weekend card when we come right back. Welcome to another episode of Ring Walk Boxing Podcast. I am Bean. And first of all, let me say shout outs to my guy, Anthony Crabtree. What's going on, brother? Thank you for tapping in tonight on this live. And if you can, tell a few other brothers and constituents that love boxing to jump on live every Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today's sponsor is Ring Walk Boxing Podcast merch. There was a description area in the comments where there is a link to where you can purchase different things online at the online store to help support Ring Walk Boxing Podcast. So, shout outs, fam down south. I appreciate you always. Thank you so very much. And to everybody in the chat, please hit that thumbs up. Please do that for me, please. It's like about 3 or 4 people, so make sure you hit the thumbs up, please. All right, so let's get ready to jump on in and talk about some different things that went down over this past weekend. And just before I do all that, I want to say, hopefully you're having a good day, a good Sunday. And it's a beautiful day wherever you are in this world, hopefully. But man, this weekend was crazy with boxing. It was crazy. To say the least. It did not live up to the expectation of what I thought it would. You know, I thought these matches would be a lot more fireworks, or at least you have just that one match that everybody's talking about the next day. Nothing on Friday really stood out as far as a standout opponent or a standout match. Everything was just average at best. So I don't know if you had to grade the card on Friday, how you would rate it. You know, if it was A, B, C, and D ratings, how would you rate it? Let me know in the comments in the chat. But also let me speak on the fact that in boxing news, it's been reported that Anthony Joshua of UK, heavyweight boxer, has an elbow injury and he will be having a surgery here soon. I don't know all the details, but as things develop, I will definitely try to get more intel pertaining to his injury and maybe just how soon he may be coming back into training for his next opponent, because he really has no body that he has stated to be fighting at the moment. Also in news, Big Baby Miller allegedly has an injury as well. So the fight is off with Big Baby Miller versus Fabio Wardley. I was very much looking forward to that match, but now it's going to be postponed, or it's not happening at this point in time. So there's a plan B and a backup opponent that's going to step in for Big Baby Miller, and he goes by the name of Justice Hooney. For those who may or may not know him, because I don't know a whole lot about Justice Hooney, but I did see him on the Anthony Joshua card when Anthony Joshua fought um, on Knockout Chaos when he knocked out Francis Ngannou. So Justice Hooney fought Kevin Lorena on that undercard, and Kevin Lorena was the guy we know from knocking down Daniel Dubois when they fought, and Kevin Lorena gave a pretty good account of himself against Justice Hooney when they fought each other. He stunned Hooney in the second round, and he stunned him in the 10th round, the 10th and final round. However, the decision was, and it went to the decision. It went to the 10th round. It went to a decision, and the winner was Justice Hooney. Now, basically, to talk a little bit about Justice Hooney, the replacement for Big Baby Miller for the Fabio Worley fight. Justice Hooney is age 26. He's an Australian fighter. His record is 12 wins, 7 by knockout. He has no losses and no draws. Standing at 6'4", he's an orthodox stance fighter. And he will be fighting Fabio Worley. So I want to know, for those who may know a little bit about Justice Hooney, do you think he will beat Fabio Worley? I'm going to do more research on Justice Hooney, but from what I saw on the undercard of Anthony Joshua fight when he fought Kevin Lorena, and the way he was getting rocked by, Kevin Lorena, who's about maybe 6'4" himself or 6'3", I think a taller Fabio Worley, who knows how to fight inside and outside and has power, I think he's going to be the first person to give Justice Hooney his loss. I think Fabio Worley is going to stop Justice Hooney. Either the towel will be thrown in from his corner, or it'll be a knockout. That's just my from what I can see, But let me know what you think in the chat. Hey, what's up? What's up, Cam J? Thanks for the love. Thanks for the love, bro. What's good with you, man? Hey, Anthony Crabtree, man. I definitely agree. This card definitely stood out as a boring card, man. It was boring, man. But I guess it's one of them things, man. We can't always have the best fights, but hopefully we don't have any bad cards like this in a long time from now. And hopefully the fight we see tonight with Inoue, hopefully that fight later tonight, it'll kind of help bring some type of good closure to this whole weekend, that we'll get the type of fight from Inoue that we were expecting to get on Friday and last night. But I'm gonna go ahead and jump into what we saw unravel this past weekend. So pretty much just going by social media, different platforms, on other podcasts, on FB, on IG, on Twitter. My guy Cam J, shout out again. Just looking at different people, there's a lot of people, and Shannon the Cannon Briggs, shout out to him, to the champ. Let's go, champ. That's his that's his motto. Let's go, champ. And I agree with Shannon Briggs. I agree with Cam J. I agree with Anthony Crabtree. This weekend of boxing, if this is what boxing was about, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would not be fans of this sport if they went based on what we had to see this weekend. It was egregious, to put it in words. Definitely it was egregious. Now, the Fatal Fury, the first half on Friday was in Times Square, New York City, over here in the USA. Um, and man, I'm telling you, these guys, they did not deliver. They did not deliver. Um, so Devin Haney fought Jose Ramirez. You've got very, very little engagement from Devin Haney. The sweet science of boxing for many boxers of this era, and I'm not saying all the sweet science boxers, the true art of a sweet science is like Usyk. Because there's no way you could move so much or be considered a runner like Usyk, which I'm saying he's not that. He's not a runner. What I'm saying is a person who moves like Usyk, and we saw what he did in the first Tyson Fury fight. He almost knocked him out. The ropes held up Tyson Fury. And you can only do that by punch volume. There has to be a balance. You can't move so much and be so defensive that you're neglecting your offense, if that makes sense. And that's what we saw with a lot of these fighters over the weekend. Devin Haney was moving so much that his punch output was at an all-time low. And you're fighting a 12-round fight. You know, and people are already critical of the sweet science, so to speak. But people like Devin Haney, sometimes in the Shakur Stevenson fights, they are giving people every reason to kind of fall into that narrative. And what we need is for people to understand, or maybe do more film study, that your greats that were considered the sweet science, they may not always get knockouts, but they knew how to get in the pocket, give you some, step out a little bit, step back in and give you some in that pocket and move. It was like an in and out. It wasn't always a constant moving all around the ring like this, shuffling around and barely throwing anything at all. The sweet science has been misconstrued by a lot of people. And it's not a good look at all. It's a bad look. It's a bad look. Cam J, you said one of the worst boxing weekends of all time. Oh man, for sure, man. I wholeheartedly agree with you, man. I mean, they did not represent the sport of boxing like it should have been represented. They failed the assignment. I don't know if the assignment was understood, but they dropped the ball and they did not deliver. Anthony Crabtree, you said they put a lot into the promo too. Absolutely, man. Devin Haney, he would have been a lot better against Ramirez if we saw the Devin Haney we saw versus Kambosos. He was a lot more active. He was letting his hands go a lot more. Both times he fought ferocious Kambosos. And even though I felt like it was a real close fight with Lomachenko, Devin Haney, he went to the body some. He mixed it up. And it was a kind of a close to a draw. You could call that fight either way with Devin Haney and Loma. But this one with Ramirez, it's like he was just doing enough movement and enough pot shot and punches just to get by, just to get a victory, just to say that he outpointed somebody. I just don't get it, man. I don't get it. And I hope that the trainers and the different people, the promoters, tell them like, hey, man, if we're going to be paying y'all this good money, y'all got to deliver on y'all end of the bargain. You know, it wasn't a good look at all. And then you had Barboza versus Teofimo Lopez. To say that Tio was the best performer of all the boxers last night or Friday night, that's not even saying much because him at his best, it was cool. It was average, maybe like a C plus, B minus, but they just didn't deliver, man. They did not deliver. And I'm a person, I'm not hard to please. I like boxing and I like all aspects of boxing. I like it if you're a slugger, if you're a brawler, if you're a scientific fighter, sweet science. I like all styles of boxing, but that right there, what we saw Friday night, was not boxing. I mean, the biggest thing that stood out on the whole card was the fact that Ryan Garcia got dropped with a double left from Rolly Romero. That was the highlight of the whole card. If he did not drop him, it would have been like no type of reaction at all. Like, wow, this is what we paid for. This is what people travel to New York to see, whatever. Come on now. So I'm going to talk about that fight just because Ryan Garcia had so much hype and he ran his mouth and he was mocking he was mocking Rolly Romero and all this. And he was the guy that everyone said watch out for the hook of Ryan Garcia, when in fact the person you wanted to watch out for was Rolly Romero. He's the one that has the underrated hook. He's the one that was overlooked. He was the one that was pretty much being the bully against Ryan Garcia. All that Ryan Garcia was talking about at the press conference, I'm not going to let this manhandle me. I got size on me now. And Rolly Romero took advantage of Ryan Garcia. He was controlling the pace. He dictated the rhythm of the fight, everything. Defensively sound. He was responsible. He had a lot of poise. Rolly Romero just pretty much picked his shots smart and pretty much beat Ryan Garcia pretty much every round, or at least majority of the rounds. You can give Ryan Garcia how many rounds? I mean, it was crazy, man. It was crazy. Cam J, you said Turkey wasted a lot of money on bad boxing. The level of boxing we've seen this weekend was horrendous. The boxing track star pay should have been docked for their bad performances. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Michael Ware, you said Bruno Saras showed more heart than Haney. I would have to agree. Saturday night, on the undercard of Canelo versus Skull, Bruno Saras showed a lot of heart, although Jaime Munguia was outsmarting him, landing more punches, and just being smart throughout the whole fight. That fight there was okay. It was okay. It was nothing to go crazy about, Munguia and Saras. My favorite fight on that card, which it wasn't nothing to just blow you away, but the Badu Jack fight was probably the best fight on the Canelo in certain spots and stuff like that. But overall, it just wasn't anything that would wow you. You know what I'm saying? Now the heavyweight fighters on that card, F.A. Jagba and Bakoli. The first couple rounds started off pretty nice because it was more toe-to-toe action. And throughout the whole fight, F.A. Jagba showed he has a pretty good chin, but he has a good jab. He has a very good jab, but he needs to utilize more of his hooks and go to the body more. He has a good jab. He would throw a couple of little combinations, 2s and 3s, and move around, but then late in the fight, he started moving around a whole lot, and then the action kind of started to die out. And there were good moments for Martin Bacoli when he had him up against the ropes, when he had Effie against the ropes in different times. He was able to chop to his body, go up top, throw some combinations, kind of put a little something together, to try to make the momentum go in his favor. But overall, a draw. I can't really argue. At first, I was kind of salty, but now that I think about it, they'll definitely have to run it back. It was a pretty close fight. I mean, when you put together the punch stats, which I know some people say they don't like to go solely on punch stats, and you have to consider calculated aggression and stuff like that, But I feel like Efe Ajagba, just by a hair, could have won the fight in a tight fight, 7 rounds to 5. I can't remember, was that a 10-round fight or a 12-round fight? But man, it just did not live up to the to all the hype, man. Okay. All right. Let me see. Let me go back up here and get these comments, y'all. Anthony Crabtree, you said never seen a boring Loma fight. They went the wrong way, giving the win to Haney. Yeah, man, I went back to watch the fight a second time, and I felt like Loma did win that fight. He did beat Devin Haney. Jeff Aldente, hey, what's going on with you, man? Anthony Crabtree, you said you think Rolly is a better fighter at 147. He looks strong. He did look strong, man. He did look strong. I wouldn't mind seeing him rematch Pitbull Cruz. Pitbull versus Rolly 2, or Rolly versus Ryan Garcia. I mean, not Ryan Garcia. Rolly versus Devin Haney. I think that he would make Haney fight. He would make Haney fight. He's going to bring the pressure. He's going to control the fight. He's going to make Haney fight. Jeff Aldente, you said Rolly had the fighting style. Had the right fighting style. Absolutely, man. He did, man. Rolly, he did. He had a good game plan, and he executed it very well. So, now is the audio sound okay, everybody? Let me know. Is my audio sound okay? All right. Hey, Mike, where am I in and out still? Can you hear me better? All right. So, let's see. Michael Ware, you said, I think Rolly ain't drained at 147. He looked different. Anthony Crabtree, you said you agree with Michael Ware. Anthony Crabtree. Yeah, man. We just hope that tonight is going to be much better with Inoue. She said it again. You read the last one, the last chat. Um, all right. So there's a link right there in the chat, y'all, for anybody who's trying to jump in. If you want to jump in on a video for a minute, and we'll talk, because I'll be on live for another maybe 45 minutes or so. And I know some people might want to jump on before the Inoue undercards and all that get going tonight. After the fight with Martin Bakole, I saw that F.A. Jagba's, I believe it was his trainer or manager, he was on IFL or one of those platforms, and he was going hard, saying that Bakole didn't do much, and F.A. Jagba won the fight, and F.A. Jagba would do the same to Usyk and Anthony Joshua and all these other fighters. I'm thinking, like, he done lost his mind. Don't get me wrong, I felt like F.A. Jagba looked decent against Martin Bakole, but it wasn't nothing special. I still feel like AJ, Usyk, Parker, Dubois, they'll all beat F.A. Jagba. You know, F.A. Jagba, he's okay, but he is nothing. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced with him or Martin Bakole. And I think Martin Bacole's main issue is he doesn't come in fighting shape. He feels like he could just come in there as a big guy and just use his size to bully people and to push them around and to come in throwing, 4 and 5 punches with his wild haymakers and his uppercuts and his overhands and all that stuff. If you really study the style of Martin Bakole, you'll start to understand him. And I think a very good boxer like Usyk, a person like Usyk or Michael Hunter, they are going to school him. So yeah, Michael Ware, like you said, man, definitely 300 pounds is out of shape. And I feel like all the different footage, whether it be on Twitter, IG, or YouTube, you saw all this hype about Martin Bakole getting in shape, him jump roping, him doing rolls in the ring from one end to the other, just going crazy with the jump rope. And it made you think that Martin Bakole was going to be in the best shape of his life. A guy like him that's already a big guy, tall guy, his best shape was pretty much against Big Baby Anderson. I think he was like 285. So around 280, 285 is probably his sweet spot. Anything over 285, you know, that's not good at all. After the first round with F.A. Jagba, when I seen him in the corner, he looked like he was breathing hard. You know, so it just, I just don't understand it, man. You know, if you're going to be an actual boxer and a professional, then you need to at least stay in fighting shape. You know, this is not WWE. This ain't wrestling. This is boxing. You got to be in a certain fighting shape and conditioning, especially when you're fighting in those later rounds. Because that version of Martin Bakole last night, I think Joseph Parker would have knocked out that version too, or beat him on points, because he was way too heavy. 300 pounds is way too heavy for Martin Bakole. So let me know y'all opinion on what you feel about Martin Bakole. Also, let's talk a little bit about Triple D Daniel Dubois versus Alexander Usyk. Majority of the Usyk fans and just boxing fans are saying that Usyk will win. He will defeat Daniel Dubois. Now you have Daniel Dubois' team, of course, and some of his fans, and then, you know, of course, he got majority of UK that's riding with Daniel Dubois. They feel as if Usyk may get stopped this time by Daniel Dubois. Now, one thing we can't take away from Daniel Dubois, if we're just looking at the true physics, he can hit. Not just can he hit, he can really, really hit. He's probably one of the hardest punchers of today's heavyweights. I would say, some say he's the hardest, and then some say he's like in the top 3. Because you figure you got Daniel Dubois, you got Deontay Wilder, and you got like AJ, that's 3. You got Zhang, that's 4. So I'm gonna like the top 4 hardest punchers I can think off the top of my head right now. And we saw how Daniel Dubois did with AJ. Now, to be fair, Usyk is not AJ in the sense that he has better foot movement. He's better conditioned. He's also southpaw. He's not orthodox like AJ. And he takes better chin punches as far as recovery. So I think that it's going to cause issues for Dubois to be able to land enough to really affect Usyk. Now, he can try the strategy. They feel strongly. And I heard Frank Warren mention this, and many others. They feel like Usyk doesn't like body shots, and that is going to be the formula to stop Usyk. Well, if that was the case, why in 24 rounds of Fury fighting Usyk, he couldn't unlock that magical box? He had 24 rounds to make it happen, and he threw a lot of body shots in both fights, and Usyk took them fairly well. Now, to the credit of Daniel Dubois, yes, he does hit harder than Tyson Fury. I do have to say that. He is a harder puncher. But we will just see in this rematch if him going to the body is going to get him a victory. Is it going to be enough to make Usyk go down for a count to where he can't get back up. Now I said all that about Dubois and Usyk. Let me back up a little bit, y'all. Let me talk about the main event, although it's not really worth talking about, but I'm gonna talk about it anyway. Canelo Alvarez versus William Skull. Many people didn't know who William Skull was before this fight, and I'm pretty sure they are not going to be so enthused about remembering who he is. They're going to try to fade him out their memory box. It was a bad performance. It wasn't a great performance, obviously, from Canelo, and it was just a terrible performance from William Skull. I think he made maybe $8 million. So William Skull made off really good. $8 million to get in the ring just to run around and not engage with Canelo. Crazy work. Got a good $8 million check, smiling ear to ear because hey man, I got this money regardless. Cha-ching. I can get in this ring and not deliver. He didn't come to fight, y'all. William Skull did not come to fight at all. Very low output of punches. Very, very low. And Canelo looked like he's missing a step or two. He doesn't look like the sharp Canelo, although he's always been the type of person to fight a certain style. And in majority of his recent years, he's always catching his opponent from the mid rounds to the late rounds. But this Canelo, man, he just he didn't look so good. Now maybe, just maybe, me thinking outside the box, maybe Canelo is downplaying his performance with Skull, seeing that Skull wasn't a match for him, and he's trying to give a sense of false confidence to Bud Crawford, that when Bud Crawford fights him, he might turn all the way up. You might see the Canelo, not the old Canelo, because he'll probably never be that, but he has enough in him to turn up and possibly try to stop Bud Crawford. So what y'all think in the chat? Because we saw it's pretty much official where His Excellency Turkey Alashake had Bud Crawford come inside that ring and do a face-off with Canelo Alvarez. It was a good face-off. It was definitely a good face-off. Better than, as my bro JC would say it, the face-off with Canelo versus Bud Crawford was better than the fight versus Skull. So how is a face-off better than an actual match? Where does that work, y'all? Where they do that at? And let me rewind back in this chat real quick, y'all. Anthony Crabtree, you said, I wonder if all these sad fights are a result of the pay scale they came up with. I don't know, my man, because they're getting paid good through Turkey, so I would think that he should they should not be getting these big paydays like this, because they're not delivering. They're not giving the fans, us as fans, what we want. If it's true that Skull got $8 million, we all know he didn't fight like an $8 million man last night. He probably was worth $250,000. Hello? Can you hear me, Rob? Hold on 1 second if you can hear me. Hold on. Okay. All right, you there? Oh, I tried to. Hey, Rob, if you hear me, come on back on. Jump back on if you can. Um, I agree, definitely. Anthony Crabtree, Skull did not deserve a title shot for sure. You said Anthony Crabtree, they're eating too many shrooms in the UK. Michael Ware, you said Canelo got 80 mil, Skull 3 mil. Yeah, I mean, even if it's 3 mil, even if it was 2 mil, even if it was 1 mil, he was overpaid. Skull, he didn't even deserve a million. Maybe half a million at best, to be generous. Anthony, you said Canelo has always had trouble with elusive fighters, but you can't win a fight without hitting back. Exactly. And that goes back to what I was saying and my guy Cam was saying. You have to dish out too. You can't just be so defensive and moving around to where you're not delivering and letting your hands go. It does not work like that. Like you said, I think that as you were just saying, if you're elusive, Canelo has issues. He had issues with Caleb Plant, who was moving around until he got him in the later rounds. And so I think that with Bud Crawford being the mastermind, uh, it's gonna be something else. Hey, what's up, Rob?
What's up, family?
What's going on?
Whole lot, man. This weekend, man, it's just
I don't. I can see his mouth, but I don't hear.
you can hear me.
No, I don't. I can't hear you, but I
I can
see
hear
you.
you.
Okay, hold on 1 second. One second. Okay, you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Okay, I can hear you now. I hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, I can hear you.
What's going on, man?
Hey, what's going on, my guy? You doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing fine, man. Just woke up from a quick nap, man. Came to jump on real quick, man. Bro, look,
Yeah, talk about
bro,
this
bro. I seen Mike Ware in the chat.
this
I
crazy
gotta give Miss
weekend.
Flowers. I gotta give Miss Flowers. He said the Raleigh Garcia's fight was a 50-50 fight. And I said, nah, he gonna walk all over him. After that second knockdown, it was lights out for Garcia. Man, he acted like he didn't even want to be there no more.
Exactly.
Uh,
Exactly.
it's like he took his heart, man. And I can't even say without the drugs. I was reading a lot of comments in a lot of other chat rooms about, he didn't have his precious power without his pairs, man. But it just came down to he got out broad, dude, and like he didn't want to be there no more. And like y'all saying, man, these cats was getting paid big money, so it's almost like I know his attitude kind of like I know I still got the Haney fight if I really wanted it, because now people are really calling for that fight because they like, yo, Haney, this is the time to strike with that fire. Like, you see he's very vulnerable right now. You need to go after
Right.
him right away. So that fight is still there, man. But look, dude, as far as the fight atmosphere for Cinco de Mayo, bro, there was no buzz for either of these fights, man. Look, I know people hate Mayweather to the core, but back in the 2000s when he fought on Cinco de Mayo, it was an event.
It was an
We
event. It
had,
was lit. Yep.
bro, we had one TV set up for the fights. We had this TV set up for the basketball games. And like while the playoffs are still going on, when the playoffs went off, we switched right over, man. It was, dude, we had fun.
Yes,
It's
sir.
trash now, bro. Even Canelo, as Mexican as he is, can't even carry a weekend for it, bro. It is trash. It was pure garbage from a promotional standpoint. And I bet he lost some millions and millions of dollars on these fights. And I'm almost glad that they didn't put it in an arena because they probably would tow the arena up, getting demanding their money back from the performances that they put on. Having said that, nobody really. I caught the replay of the Skull fight because I missed. I was at a concert last night at the Westgate, but I caught the replay of the Skull Canelo fight. Canelo really didn't push the action either. He could have pushed it if he really wanted to, man. But look, when you getting paid $100 million a fight, how hard are you really gonna push? When you
Facts,
know you can knock this
man.
guy. When you know you can just knock this guy out real quick, you kind of want to give people their money's worth, like for real, man. I
Yep.
mean, I saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Skull was doing a bunch of running around, man. He was keeping the belt warm for Canelo, but bro, when you getting toe off, uh, how hard are you really gonna fight? And I'm gonna bring this quote up. I was reading. I like to do boxing story and stuff, man. So I'll go back and read old articles and watch old videos. When Thomas Hearns fought Marvin Hagler for a career high at that time of 5.6 million, at the end of the fight, they was carrying him like a baby back to the corner. And his handlers, they said they was in the locker room, and his handlers was like, Tommy, man, you okay? Dude, are you all right? And they was concerned for real. Tommy looked at him dead in the eye and was like, bro, don't feel sorry for me. I just made 5.6 million. Bro,
Mm-hmm.
the same attitude here now. He better come correct this September against Crawford.
Facts.
I'm
Facts.
picking Crawford.
You know
Everybody gonna call me
what?
crazy. I'm picking Bud because Bud is cerebral.
Mm-hmm.
He's not gonna be. He's gonna Mayweather this guy. He's gonna be there, but he's not gonna be able to be hit like Canelo be able to tee off on him.
Yep. Yep.
Canelo style for all of his fights has not changed. He fights in spurts. He
Yes,
doesn't have
sir.
a jab to box with for real. He probes with it to set up his hard shots. Crawford has a jab to box with, and I think he's gonna fight southpaw for most of this fight. And when he feel like he can switch back, he's gonna switch back. He's going to take advantage of Canelo's little spurts. Now, I know he's coming up in weight, which I criticize him for. He should have taken a tune-up fight so he can, get used to carrying 168 pounds. Because, like, if you swing wild and you're not really used to that, that can zap your energy as well.
Facts. Facts. Facts.
But and Canelo's used to that, and I'm pretty sure upon rehydration, he's going to be a little heavier. But Crawford's going to outbox him, man, and it's going to go wide decision. The only way I can see this not happening is if he gets robbed. I'm going Bud, and I'm sticking to that. But the fights I saw last night, man, I caught the replay on all of them because I got off work late Friday. Dog, it was, I don't know, man. These guys are not headliners. There was no hype for this fight. We still see Haney fighting on undercards, man, and Garcia. They need to just go ahead and get that fight right out the way, man, and do away with it, bro. But it was a total disappointment. I'm so glad I didn't pay for. I'm so glad I caught the replay because and speaking of paying, what happened to the $20 I was supposed to pay for this fight? It was $59 for the Canelo fight. What's up, Turkey? What's up?
Yeah. Let me read a couple things off this chat real quick because you'll probably want to respond to some as well. All right, Jeff Al Dente, you said I think he wanted the fight to be a brawl, but I also think he was hiding things. I think Skull did it on purpose. He knew he wasn't going to win by KO. He probably felt he was going to get a fair judge. I hear you, man, but he didn't even do anything.
Yeah.
Offensively, he didn't even do anything. He was moving way too much. You can't move that much in a fight without some type of offense on some type of level and think you're going to win a fight. You can't. It just don't work that way.
But I agree with both of y'all at the same time, man. He could have did something, man. If he felt like he won't get a fair shake, why even take the fight then, bro?
Exactly. but it was for the
Why
money.
do that?
Yeah, he wanted that bag, man.
Yeah, he got it all right. And you know what's so stupid though, Eugene? If he had made a good showing of himself, he probably would be like in another event. I don't think we're gonna see him for a good while, man, unless they just feel like just putting him on somewhere. He blew that opportunity last night.
Facts. And to your point, that's kind of like rewinding it back to Tank versus Roach Jr. At least Roach came in there to fight. So now
Mhm.
all people was talking about was Lamont Roach this, Lamont Roach that. I want him on my interview. I want him on Cigar Talk. I want him on this podcast because he gave a good account of himself. He came to actually fight.
Yeah.
Skull came to run. He came to survive. Even Charlo did better. Little Charlo did better than Skull.
You can't make it no more obvious. You know what, man? In that fight too, people trash Charlo, but that's the way he fights for real, man. Like that was his. You watch all of his fights. He doesn't waste punches like that. Even against Tony Harrison, like he's suck and destroy. Like he wasn't out there just swinging. That's not who he is. It just looked like that against Canelo. But that's if you go watch his fights. He fights like that all the time. It was just on the main stage with Canelo. That's it. But dude, Turkey spoiling these guys with this money, man. We ain't getting no action, man. I don't know, bro. It was a total disappointment. I'm glad I caught the replays instead of paying for it.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. And shout outs to my cousin, Zone 15, Excessively Black LLC, Kendall. What's going on, cuzzo? Thanks for coming on the live tonight.
The Bacoli fight, I didn't catch that one yet. I saw it was a majority draw. I said Bacoli would be okay with a full camp. Like I said, I got to go rewatch that one. Maybe should have knocked him out. I don't know, man. I got to go watch it to really catch it, though.
Right, the kind of, yeah. Yeah, the first couple rounds was good, but then you'll start to see how everything, kind of the energy shift in the fight and all that.
Mm-hmm. It was a total downer, man. They should never do that New York City crap again, though, bro. Turkey don't know what he's doing in terms of promotion. Doing that. Do it like it, dude. And they said only the zone people could see it. Like, dude, they were trying to say we want the public to see something they never seen. Well, bro, invite the public then. If he's gonna put it in the middle of Times Square, that's their territory, bro. Stop it.
Right.
Stop. Serious right now, man. What's going on?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna read a couple of more. Cam J. Shout outs to Cam J. Y'all check out Cam J Network, y'all. YouTube, FB, give him a following. Hit the thumbs up for Cam J.
Like crazy.
Cam J said he's leaning towards Bud as well. I think we're all kind of well, at least me. I was like Cam J at first. I'm like Canelo is gonna beat Bud, but now I'm leaning towards Bud because, like you said, he has all those intangibles, and he's a switch hitter. He's very smart. He's very methodical. He's got movement, and he's gonna give Canelo a headache. I feel like he's gonna give him a lot of a headache for real. Just like Bivol, he's not as big as Bivol, but it's gonna be the same style of a scientific fight.
Yeah, dude. I've always said when I say you got to get Canelo's respect up front, what I mean is keep him guessing. You're not gonna you're not gonna knock him out. You're not gonna hurt him, even though punches hurt. If you punch him in the face, it's hurt.
Right.
You got to establish your jab. Make Canelo think, what am I gonna do next? What am I gonna? And that's what Bivol and Mayweather did. Kovalev got in there just to survive. He was scared, like he was hitting and tiny. Well, I get that tactic, but he didn't establish his jab. Bivol established a jab on him, kept him guessing. Then he attacked on him. Then he backed off, made Canelo come to him. Then he had mixed it up. He'd back off again. Then he'd come at him. You know what I'm saying? Mayweather just outboxed him all the way around, kept him guessing, like kept his rhythm, where he couldn't figure him out. Bud gonna do the same thing. But let me ask you, Eugene,
Mhm.
was this from Canelo possibly like, okay, I'm gonna show the people that I'm weak and vulnerable this way that they pick Bud, and then when I'm gonna come out in that fight and just unload everything I got. You think
It's
that was
funny you said that. Yeah, I had kind of alluded to that. We think a lot alike. Just before you hopped on, I was saying maybe he wanted to give Bud a sense of confidence that I ain't gonna look so good, I ain't gonna shine tonight. But when Bud fights me, I'm gonna turn it all the way up.
yeah, better be careful with that.
Yeah, yeah. He might have played possum a little bit, downplayed his,
Mhm.
what he could really do.
Because we like none of us picked Skull. None of us. I didn't.
Hmm. Definitely. Definitely, man. No, nah, we wasn't picking Skull, man, for sure. That ain't gonna
Yeah.
happen, man. We was like, who is this guy? Like what? Name me one opponent or even two opponents that Skull's fight that we know of.
We
I
don't,
went
man.
down
The
this
only
box
reason
rec. I didn't know any name.
I didn't either. I really didn't either. And dude, like after see now after the Bud fight, here's my question, man. Like, who's next? Because uh they threw Eubanks' name in there. He'll murder him.
Yeah,
Uh
yeah. He would
they
unalive
didn't
him
throw
for sure.
who?
I'll say, yeah, he will unalive him. Yeah.
They didn't throw Ben's name in there, man. It's like, okay, after this, who is worthy of $100 million now? Well, I mean, he had to honor the contract in here, so he gonna get paid whoever. But it's like, dude, who is worthy of another pay per view after this?
Exactly.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Something to think, man. Just like, you gonna go up to fight Canelo, but I don't think his intentions is to stay at no 168 because he's probably not a big eater like that. He's
No,
not gonna want
no,
to
bro.
be eating a certain type of appetite that hold on to that much weight because Crawford's.
Dude, he should just go ahead and just go back up to 175, man, and get some smoke.
That's what Canelo should do to at least
Yeah,
a handful of fights at 175 and set off in the sunset. But I don't think he wants that real smoke up there, man.
nah,
Because if
that's why
Bivol
he
did him
clapped.
like that, I think Benavidez is gonna knock him out.
And look, and that's why, and you know what? And he's adjusted to the weight now, Benavidez.
Yeah,
Like,
he
like
has.
people keep saying, oh, his weight don't his power don't translate. It translates up. It's just not knockout power. If you
Right,
go to boxing history, dude, whenever fighters have gone up in weight, their knockouts typically go down unless you go up and then come back down. You know what I'm saying? But like if you go up to that weight, like bro, you fighting guys who are already established at that weight, and when they rehydrate, they're still heavier. You know what I'm saying? Go look at De La Hoya, go look at Mayweather, go look at Pacquiao. All they knockouts were at lower weights where they were at their true weights. If you know what I'm saying, if you feel me.
oh yeah, most definitely. I feel you, man. And let me give a shout out to my guy Anthony Crabtree. He said Bud can be elusive and his timing is insane. Facts. That's just what Rob was
Big fact.
saying.
Big fact.
He is. You also said Anthony Canelo's going to try and use his power and come in heavy, and Bud's going to take advantage like Floyd and Corrales. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, oh dude, because Corrales was a welterweight on fight night. He was 146. Uh, now I think that can play against Canelo if he comes in heavier. I mean, well, he gonna come in there what 168.
Yep.
If he rehydrates up past light heavyweight, that can play against him too. Because you're not used to that carrying all that weight.
Right. Yeah.
But it ain't gonna make no difference, dude. Weights don't win fights unless you know how to use it. And Bud not gonna let him because he's not gonna lean on Bud like Fury did on Wilder and squeeze and drain his legs out. It's not gonna
Right.
work for Bud, bro.
Yeah.
Bud too
Yeah.
smart for that.
Yeah. Facts, man. His type of footwork, he's not gonna enabled him to do so. Bud
Yeah.
is too smart, man. His footwork and nah, he ain't going for that one. So
I
you
tell you what,
said, oh yeah,
Cam,
hey Cam, what's going on?
whoever control the center of the ring gonna win this fight, and I think it's still gonna be Bud
Yeah,
because you can try to walk Bud out all you want to. You gotta land and you gotta hit it. You gotta land on him solid to knock him out. And Bud too smart for that. Again, he's too smart, man.
yeah, yeah. He's definitely smart, man. He's definitely a boxing brain for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I ain't gonna
X.
lie, man. Bud, he grew on me, man. I had to, you know,
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. It took me a while to for Bud to grow on me
yeah,
too.
he grew on me, man.
I
I
still
feel.
don't like him.
You would come up with that mess, man. What's up, Cat?
I still don't like him.
Hey, I like
Like,
Bud.
nah, Bud cool, man. Bud cool. I ain't got no problem with Bud, man. I don't be liking when he be lying and contradicting himself, but I mean, this fight right here, bro, I said it earlier. I was like, looking at Canelo last night, I ain't gonna lie. He regressing, man. He really regressing out there, man. He looked at slow footed out there. He couldn't cut off the ring, and Canelo, he's amazing at cutting off the ring. So that was kind of weird to me just to see him not cut off the ring last night for real. Like, and this fight for Bud has a very good chance of winning this fight. A lot more after what I seen from Canelo last night. Like Canelo, I'm still high on the weight because that weight still is different for me. I mean, I seen a lot of people online today. Some people inbox me. They like, man, Cam, like Bud looked like he bigger than Canelo last night when they faced off. I was like, yeah, he up there. But I mean, we already knew that Bud was prepping for this fight beforehand. You know what I mean? We
Mhm.
know that Bud's already been gaining that weight, and trying to basically trim that weight down to 168 all the way up until September. Now, I am on record saying that I wish Bud did have like a fight at 168, a little tune up, just to, get his mind right and see where he at 168. I mean, it's a little simple, little soft touch, but no, he going straight into the fight with Canelo. I mean, they doing something right here that they should have did with Ryan and Devin. Ryan and Devin should have rematched each other right away instead of fighting other oppositions. I mean, because Ryan was in the 50-50 fight with Rolly Romero. No, Devin had no, he had a layup. Jose Ramirez was a layup for him, and he was bricking the layup. The man hitting the backboard, not even hitting the rim on the layup. Again,
right.
you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So I feel like Turkey should have went into the rematch right away with those guys, like he doing with Bud. He putting Bud right in there with Canelo, no tune-up, no nothing, just right at 168, and they gonna get it cracking. Now I say Bud definitely does have a high chance of winning this fight for sure, though, because some of the Bud is not going to be like William Skull running around that ring. You know what I mean? I don't see him
Facts.
doing that. I
Facts.
don't see him doing that. He's going to fight. Like
Yeah.
the thing that really got me that got me like really kind of leaning Bud on this fight with Canelo a little bit now is somebody asked me, Cam, like, do you think Bud is going to be able to take Canelo's power? Like, is he going to be able to withstand his power? And I'm saying Bud is one of the toughest guys that we know in boxing. The man, we already know his story for us, his life and stuff. The man
Right.
got shot in the head, etc., and stuff. Like, went through a lot in his hard times in his life. And I think this guy has the drive, the will, to the determination, the perseverance to beat a Canelo Alvarez. I mean, like I'm seeing like I don't know, I may be bugging, but I'm seeing like a a real crazy celebration upset for Bud Crawford for some reason, bro. It's kind of like it's set up for him to win this. Canelo regressing and everything.
hmm
I mean, both of them. No, Bud. I think Bud he's older than Canelo by a year or two. I
Yeah.
mean, they both getting up there. So I mean, honestly, this may be both of these guys' last fight. You never know, for real.
Hey,
Honestly,
I'm calling
Right.
that for Bud. It'd probably be more for Bud than it is Canelo. Because if he beat Canelo, he definitely retiring. Like
Oh, fact.
that's
Yeah.
the mount top right there.
Right.
You can't come. You already beat Spence. You gonna beat Canelo. You can't go no. I mean, you probably could go higher, but you like no. I'm retiring right here. I think he gonna walk if he beat Canelo.
Right.
Yeah. I can
Hey,
see
what's
that
up? I'm
too.
on for. I only could come on for a second. I'm gonna
Hey,
say
what's
this.
up, Mike?
What's
What's
up,
up?
Mike?
Canelo looked like complete crap yesterday. He came in there. Normally, you look at Canelo, he got a six pack. This man came up in there with a droopy stomach.
He weighed in at 167.1 and Skull was at 166.1.
Here's the deal. I don't. The boxes, these sanctioning bodies are not ranking people correctly. It's no way Skull should have been. They should have stripped Canelo to give Skull that belt. That was embarrassing. That was embarrassing. But no matter what Bud did yesterday, I mean, I'm sorry, what Crawford. Why am I saying that? No matter what happened yesterday, I still, I don't think that you got to remember Canelo's never got knocked down, no nothing. You might only seen him stun one time, and then Bud is going to be by a fight night. Isn't going to be about a year off.
Mm-hmm.
It's about to be a year off. So
Yep.
that's basically
Year
he
and a
got
month.
tied up. Yeah, he got tied up with Errol Spence. When he was supposed to do a rematch with Spence, Spence wasted like how many months was it?
Oh wow.
He wasted money. He wasted
Wow.
months on Spence. So I'm looking at activity. I mean, look, Bud. This will be what is this? His first. He has a. It'll be 2 fights in 2 years, and then we got to look at. I don't even. I don't. We know
Mm,
Canelo has a chin. I don't think that. I don't think no matter how. I don't think that he's going to be able to even hurt Canelo. I think Canelo's going to walk him down. Still, even though how bad he looked yesterday, and I'm a Bud fan, it's no possible scenario where I could see unless he could do some Mayweather stuff. It's no possible way I see it. I don't think that at this point he'll be able to hurt Canelo and slow him down. Even though I
I
would
agree with
love
you.
Bud to be, I would love for Bud to beat him. I cannot, I cannot pick, I cannot pick Bud to win. You got to remember, Madrimov was touching him up.
Right. Right.
Madrimov was
Right.
touching him up. So, and Madrimov, they say and people talk about Canelo's punching power. So if he's not going to be able to take them face punches coming from Canelo. So
I
it's
agree.
an interesting fight, but I still have to roll with I still got to roll with Canelo on it.
Yeah,
Now my mind got my
I'm with you on the same. Go ahead. I'm with you on the same thing for real.
now after
Cause
last night,
yeah. Go ahead.
now after last night, my opinion is switch. I think David will beat him now. They should have done a fight. I'll give it. They should have done a fight 2 years ago, and it would have been competitive. Now he lost a step. Yeah, David will beat him now.
Hey, look, I hear what you're saying though, man. I want I think we all in agreement. I said I wanted Bud to get a fight in. He had a chance to fight Fundy at 54, and he didn't. He put in a. I mean, he sanctioned the WBO, and they were like, okay, we're gonna give you a certain amount of days to negotiate. And he didn't do that. Uh, look, man.
I wasn't it a step. Wasn't it a step? At first, he did a step aside. He was gonna let Spence fight him, and then Spence didn't have. And then the whole Spence thing fell apart.
Yeah, they like because he exercise. You know, when you WBO champion, you can exercise that. You can go straight at him, but he was like he had no interest in that fight, and he even said like I don't even care about that. But dude,
Was it who had the WB? Wasn't
um,
it? Didn't he come up? Didn't he
yeah,
come in and
yeah,
then what was it?
no, he's
Tim
WBO
Zoo
at
had already scheduled a fight when he was coming up, so he just fought Madrimov.
yeah, because he like when you WBO champion, when you go to he was WBO at
Yeah,
150
yeah, yeah. I
at
know, I know.
47.
He was pulling that card, but
Yeah,
Tim Zoo had a fight going on already, and then he was exercising it on Fundora, and then that whole thing when Spence came in there after the fight talking about they was gonna do a fight, and
and
then
then
they were giving him step aside money, and he said okay, and
the
then
WBO didn't do nothing after that.
everything fell through. I mean, he could have done it. I mean,
I wish he would have took a fight at 68.
he
I
needed to go.
agree.
No, he should have took a fight at 160 against Laura. He could have been, that would have made him a 5 division champion. He should have fought Laura because he could beat Laura. He could beat
But if he,
Laura easy, and then he would have had a fight this year, and then he'd be ready for Canelo.
I don't know, man. I think if you're going, I mean, we all knew that. I said that he was going to go straight for the gusto. He wasn't going to take no tune-ups.
Right.
No other big fights, excuse me, because he, it's a risk in there of losing, maybe. I said he should have went to 168 and had a tune-up. That way he can feel that way, because your 160 ain't doing no good if you going for the gusto. But like if you want to slow walk, I get what you're saying. If you want to slow walk it up there, yeah. But as far as Canelo walking him down, bro, Crawford ain't you ain't gonna just come in and walk Crawford down. He's too cerebral, bro. He gonna figure it out. And Canelo, like I said, he might box southpaw this fight to confuse him, or he might box even orthodox. You got to be able to get to him first. And he's not gonna stand there and let Canelo just do whatever he wants. He knows how to get out of trouble. He knows how to get out of, like, if you try to cut the ring off, you can't. You know what I'm saying? He knows he's too stupid for that.
Yeah.
Like, boxing is strengths and I'll get you and all that. But like Mayweather said, this ain't no weightlifting contest. It's all up here. And if he can keep Canelo off of him, jabbing him and making him guess, Canelo still fights in spurts, bro. In all his fights, he fights maybe like a minute and 50 seconds of every round. He's not out there jabbing and moving like that. He's setting up his power shots. And in order to set up your power shots, you got to stand still and get leverage on him, like Tyson used to do. But if you cannot set up and you make him reset, which Buzz is going to do, then you beating him. That's what I think. That's what I think Bud's strength is going to come in, making him reset.
And another issue he's going to have is Bud's going to be counter punching him. He's going to be catching them counter punches.
But here's the thing: does anybody really think Bud could hurt Canelo?
Okay.
I don't think he can. That's a good question. I don't think he can because Canelo has a granite chin, man. Like,
that's what I'm getting at.
That's the reason why I'm like a seesaw right now with this fight. Like, I don't know if Canelo gonna win on no Bud. It's really right now. Like, Canelo has looked like bad like last night to where he made it to where it's a 50-50 fight now. I'm gonna say, and matter of fact, I ain't gonna say 50-50. I still give Canelo that edge because of the weight. The weight is the big concern for me for Bud in this fight. Like, how is he going to carry that weight on in the fight? As far as his movement and everything, especially with him being an older guy too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't saying like all the tools then left no Bud Crawford, because he still got the tools to get the job done. With most fighters in the game. But at the same time, this is Canelo. This is a guy with a granite chin that, he don't have the same power that he had before, but he still got some thought behind his punches for sure. You know what I mean?
And we got to remember this.
The footwork ain't as good either. Like, the footwork isn't. Go ahead.
Oh, we got to remember this too. I know Bud doesn't hit as hard as Triple G. Canelo went blow for blow with Triple G, and I'm sorry. The first one he was kind of retreating. He stepped his game up the second fight. I still think he lost it, but he went blow for blow with Triple G. And I know Canelo doesn't hit as hard as Triple G. I mean, I'm sorry. I know Bud doesn't. Bud hits hard, but he ain't no Triple G.
Look, he don't have to hit him hard. You gotta just keep him guessing, bro. Floyd did not hit as hard as nobody. He didn't hit as hard as Canelo either, but he had him guessing the whole fight. That's the thing.
It's an interview you might want to watch from Sugar Shane Mosley. He said in an interview, I didn't think Floyd hit hard at, what was it, at 147. Sugar Shane Mosley said that Floyd's power was comparable, was on the level of Canelo Alvarez's. Floyd could hit hard, but he chose not to hit hard all the time so he wouldn't hurt his hands.
Yeah, he had to. I've heard people say that Floyd has deceptive power, but check it again. Like, Floyd was just accurate at 140 when he was a killer at what, at 130 through 140 he was a killer. He started hurting his hands when he started going up in weight, so he started boxing more. But still, dude. Still, when you make Canelo respect you, keep him guessing. You ain't gotta hurt him having his legs wobbling. I never believed in that theory. Now, I don't want to contradict myself because I've said what's the name can't crack an egg with his hands, Shakur, and that means Tank will probably knock him out because he can't hurt him and he can't respect him. But Bud's cerebralness, man. He's a good boxer, dude. Any good boxer can make somebody reset. Like I say, Canelo has to set to get power on them punches. He stood in the like you said in the Triple G fight. He stood in the pocket, so he was set. He was. When you make him reset, how hard is your jab when you got to reset all the time? He's gonna make him reset, bro. Like I said, but my only concern with Buddy is the stamina. If he swing and he miss, he might be like, oh, shoot, that took a lot out of me. It's a 50-50 fight, but I'm giving it to Bud. And I don't even like Bud. I had Canelo knocking him out at first, but as I'm seeing Canelo regress a little bit, I'm picking Bud, man. The only thing
I feel
it's go ahead, Mike. Go ahead,
this is what I felt like too. Just to kind of piggyback off of you and Cam. I just feel like you say, he a boxing brain, but I feel like Bud is going to use approach and use the way Plant did on his successful rounds. The way Plant was able to box and move slick. I think he's going to download everything Plant does, but remember, skill-wise, I still feel Bud is better than Plant. So if Caleb can have success like he did, I can see Bud having even better success.
How old is Bud gonna be fight night?
38, maybe. 38.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he'll be 38. I say he. Oh, what is he? Is he? I think he already 38 right now.
That's what I'm saying. A year off of you, 38.
Oh no, he's 37.
He's 37.
Right.
No, I'm talking
Yeah,
about
he's 37.
Fight night.
Fight
How much
night.
is he?
Well, he'll be 37 because he turns 38 September 28th. So
okay, well, a few days afterwards.
I'm still rolling with Canelo. I'm still rolling with Canelo on it.
You think you'll knock him out?
I don't think that he. I know Bud isn't going to sit around and run and just try to pity pat like Skull. So we will see. We'll see. And I really don't think Canelo really. I mean, the way he looked, it looks like he didn't even really train. He's gonna actually train for the Bud fight.
Hey, hold on 1 second, y'all. My bad. I'm getting a lot of response on FB. They don't.
Go ahead.
They're not seeing the YouTube stuff. All right. So shout outs to everybody on FB following live as well. Sergio, my bad, brother. I'm not gonna leave you hanging. I was just on YouTube and I didn't see what was going on Facebook. But thanks for coming in, showing love. You said Canelo fought Prime Mayweather at his young age of his career. What you talking about? He said Canelo took the Bivol fight at a way different weight class that was too much for his weight. Champion Pryor, what's up, champ? Yo, Champion Pryor, he is Aaron Pryor's son, y'all, here in Cincinnati. What's going on, Champion Pryor?
Junior, man.
Can you put the link in the FB? The FB Live. The link for him to come in for Champion Pryor. All right, champ. We're working on that for you right now.
Yeah, I don't believe Bud can stop Canelo, man. I don't believe it. Can he hurt him? Interesting to see, but I don't think he's gonna stop him or anything. The Bud Crawford fan is going a little bit too hard on believing that Bud can stop Canelo, especially with him moving up 2-3 weight classes.
He's not stopping. He's not stopping Canelo.
I can see. Okay, if it does come to a stop, I can see a TKO for Canelo, not a boom like a Khan type of punch. I can see an accumulation of punishment happening.
We got to remember. Well, Bud should have arguably got a knockdown against, who was that person? Was it David? I can't think of his name. David Ananesium or whoever.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah,
he should have arguably got dropped by him. I just don't. I don't see him being. I don't even like Canelo.
I think that's what making the fight so interesting.
I don't even like Canelo.
Or if you can hear me,
I don't agree
Champion
with.
Pryor, I just put the link in the comments.
I don't agree with Sergio that he fought Mayweather when he was too young. Let's be real here. We can go over Canelo's resume before that. Like I said before, Carlos Baldomir, former past his prime champion. He knocked him out 7. Shane Mosley. Uh, Shane Mosley, 3-division champion. He decisioned him. Kermit Citron, former 2-time welterweight champion, past his prime, and he beat him, stopped him in 5. Mayweather, 37, past his prime, and he got schooled. The main common
Yeah,
denominator,
exactly.
they were all past their prime. You just got schooled by an old dude. Give him his respects. When we look at what's that dude name, man? He never gets mentioned in the Fab Five. Benitez, 17 years old, high school basically, fighting grown men. If you got it, you got it. When your time comes, if you got it, you got it. You don't, you don't. Tyson, 20 years old, knocking out guy. Ali was 22 years old when he won his first title. When you get your opportunity, either you step up or you don't. 3 examples
No,
of
he had
that.
40. Yeah, he had 42 fights.
Yeah, right.
He had 42 fights. That's why when people say, "Oh, he was a little boy," I'm like, he was world champ with 42 fights. That's more fights than most people have their whole career now. He
Right.
was not inexperienced. He was not inexperienced. Floyd was just almost 40 and beat him. He just needs to live with it.
Yeah. Stop that, man. Stop hating people do that. Stop. Because had he knocked Floyd out, there wouldn't have been no, oh, Floyd was 36. No, it would have been just joy to the world and parades everywhere. That's why I hate
Yeah,
fights
no,
like
you're right. No, you're right about it. You got people crying about, oh, after Floyd retired, you got people, oh, he needs to come back and fight Canelo. I'm like, why are you gonna fight him? Why is he gonna come back? You look at him now, he don't weigh nothing but about 130, 135 soaking wet.
bro,
Canelo's
look,
up there, Canelo's up there, 170, 180, cutting down to 160, 168 to fight. Why would you
bro,
fight him now? He's bigger than you.
bro. Floyd has never weighed over 150 pounds in his whole life, even upon rehydration. Never. They just want to see
I
him get
know.
beat, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I know that. I mean, it's just ridiculous on that one.
Yeah, just live with it, man. But I think that's what makes this fight so interesting, bro. All these intangibles, that's gonna take place. That's gonna be a hell of a fight, though.
We'll see. Hopefully, it's not like these stinkers this weekend. I thought got off work
Man.
early. I got off work early, left the
Mhm.
office, came,
Yeah.
got me some beer, went and sat down, thought I was gonna see some good fights. And I'm like, dang. I mean, the worst fight I've seen in my life was, Haiti just went in there. It was a track. I'm like, I got up and walked away, and what's going on? I'm like, I never seen a fight that pathetic in my life.
Oh man, it was bad, man. Even the atmosphere for the leading up to the fight, man, for Cinco de Mayo, bro. Like, cause the Mexicans around here in Vegas, man, they was lit. I got off work late Friday night, man. They was getting lit already. It
I
was just
mean,
bad, man.
I know that. I sat there and I'm glad I didn't pay for it. I streamed it. I normally pay for all the fights.
I caught the replays, man. I'm glad I didn't pay for that. And a lot of people
It
saying they
wasn't
didn't
worth
want to
it.
pay for it. A lot of people
The
said they were
best
upset
fight,
with the fan for it.
the best fight of the night was a 42-year-old Badu Jack. That was the best fight this week. Or I take it back when
Yeah.
Garcia got knocked out. I was like, dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Badu Jack, man, that's crazy that he seemed to be the one to carry the torch this weekend. Who would have thought that?
Well,
Right.
no, I want to see him. I want to see him fight Zerto or Jay Pataya. That's what we have to see next.
Gotta unify.
Ja Pataya,
Gotta
nice,
unify.
man.
Mhm.
Shout out to
Overtime,
Ja
man. They
Pataya,
like
nice.
Zerto. Oscar got
Southpaw.
Zerto ducking him right now. Yeah,
What is
Oscar
it? He
got
got
Zerto ducking Opataya right now.
Zerto has a mandatory that he had to take care of. And then they was talking about that Benavidez coming up and fighting him. So I don't know.
It's like Zerto keep taking these voluntary and like he don't want he it's It's been like over a year. It's been a year now, bro. It's time to unify. Zerto, Oscar, stop hiding, man. Stop
Zerto is
hiding.
unified.
Go. He need to unify with Opatai. That's what
It's
we
something
want to
going on.
see.
I know. It's something going
Because
on with it.
it ain't really that much action at the cruiserweight division. So it's only right that we see
It's
the
I
top
know.
the
I
champs
know.
fight
I
each
know
other.
that they're talking about it. It was like some scheduling stuff I was reading. But that shit because Opatayo's fighting. When is it? He's fighting in the next couple weeks, and Zerto's fighting on the Jake Paul card.
Yeah.
So something should happen. Something should happen after that. It's either they're talking about David Benavidez or jail. So we'll see.
I wonder what the Canelo on Crawford undercard gonna look like.
Yeah.
You heard anything, Cam?
Wait. I I ain't hear anything yet. Yeah, but I'm gonna keep my eyes to the boxing streets on it. But
Okay.
after this weekend, I don't even know if I want to see any of these guys on that card that they thinking about it.
Ooh, no more. They're not
None
having
of these
any.
guys, that fought Friday and fought Saturday, though, they do not deserve a shot at being on that Canelo no Bud card. Like it's a
Either
privilege to
TFC
be on
or
that card for real, for real. Like, and
Facts,
none of these
facts.
guys
That's well said.
had a good fight to where they like, oh, let's make Devin on the card. Oh, nobody don't want to see Devin Haney running the card. You know what I'm saying? Around the damn ring like he did the other night
Right. Connor
with his
Ben, Connor
PTSD.
Ben, Connor Ben would be good on that undercard,
I mean,
They're doing a
yeah,
rematch
it
though in
depends on who.
England.
depending on who he fight.
They're doing a rematch in England. They saying with Chris Eubank Jr.
Yeah,
really?
I'm hearing
Yep,
the
they're talking about
rematch.
it's a
I'm
rematch.
hearing
He
they
cut
talking
that.
about the rematch, man. But I'm just like that
Why?
weight, dog. It's stupid. I don't
Why?
want the rematch.
Here
Yeah.
they talk about Teal versus Richardson Hitchinson.
Nah, Hitchens is fighting Cambosis June 14th in New York.
Oh, that's too quick of a turn. Yeah, that's too quick of a turnaround.
Yep.
Or
All the
no, it'd
all
be
the
a good one. No,
140
it'd be a
champs
good
is
one.
kind of locked right now.
Him, Gary Russell Jr. I mean, Gary Antoine Russell. Put that on the
He about to
undercard.
fight. He about to fight a mandatory Andy Hiroka since Alberto Puello is about to fight Sabril Matias July 12th. So
Hmm.
a lot of the 140 champs besides To is all
Yeah.
busy.
You are right. And then yeah, you are right.
Hey, I'm gonna read a couple of these
I,
comments off real quick, y'all.
Hmm.
Y'all can respond too.
Go ahead. I'm gonna shoot off here, y'all.
Anthony Crabtree said Bud has great lateral movement and he can fight just as good righty or lefty. Those angles are really confusing. And he also
Yeah, I got to get
said,
off, man. But good talking to
Winky,
y'all.
you too, Mike. Take care,
All
brother.
right, man.
Hmm.
He says this, Rob. Anthony Crabtree said Winky Wright never hurt anyone. And then he said Laura gave Canelo trouble. Trout gave him hell. Canelo not invincible, but you can't come straight at him.
Um, no, he's not invincible, man. But like, he's been fighting guys that's been tailor made for him, man. Like
Yeah, to kind of
Rocky
suit his
Fielding.
style.
Yeah, Rocky Fielding, man. Come on, bro. John Ryder, come on, man.
Mm-hmm.
We can go through a whole list of fighters coming up to this point. But like I said, I think from a Plant gave him a good fight, and I think he had the right strategy. Man, but he's regressed a lot, dude. And anytime you had that long streak, his last loss was 2007 against Floyd, and it's 2025. That's a heck of a streak, bro. Like I don't know. He's straight regressed, but I think he played a little possum last night, possibly. But you ain't gonna be able to do that again. And also, some people, man, I've seen Fury do this: fight down to your competition. Like when he fought Steve Cunningham, like he fought down. You know what I'm saying? He could have put him away. So I think Canelo kind of fought down last night. But again, man, who knows, dude? You get paid $100 million. I think he could have put him away, and he could have dragged him along. But Canelo didn't even press the action. It was more. It was a real dull fight, man. But he can make all that can go away if he puts on a spectacular performance this September. You know, fight fans are real fickle and they have a short memory anyway.
Mm-hmm. Somebody said.
Go ahead.
Somebody said in the comment, TBC is going to drag Canelo, pick him apart, round by round. They said Rolly versus Conor Ben. Now that would be a knockout, drag out fight.
Rolly fights at what, 47, and Ben fights at what, 60?
Rolly just fought Garcia. Were they at 160?
I thought Rolly was 47.
Oh yeah, Garcia is 147, right?
Yeah.
So I guess that Rolly was at 147 when they fought, I believe.
But he said no. He said Ben fights at 160.
Oh, that's his natural fight weight.
I think so.
Okay, I'm about to look because
I'm about to look it up. I thought he was at 154, and he just went up for that fight.
Oh yeah, it could have been. Yeah.
I gotta look that up. Don't quote me on that. But that'll be if it's at 154, that'll be a decent scrap.
Cam J said 147.
Okay.
He said, and then Anthony Crabtree said Ben is 147. He moved up to fight. Oh, okay. So Ben is naturally 147 as well. So that will work out.
Pull the cards together, man. I can also see Boots fighting Rolly.
Yeah, man, for sure.
I want to see that fight, man.
Yeah.
But I heard he got a man. Cam J said he got a Mando in front of him that he possibly gonna have to deal with. Boots does. Oh,
okay.
Like you was saying, you need to pay some step aside money, man, and get it on because he's not fighting Brian Norman no time soon. They gonna sit on that title for as long as they can do because he ain't ready for that next level just yet.
My dude over in UK, shout outs to Paul Joseph Price. You said, not since the days of Leonard versus Hagler have we seen such a difficult fight to call. Yeah, because that's Bud and Canelo, man. It's gonna be something to see. It's gonna be something to see. And Sergio, you said Pitbull Cruz going to take over when Canelo retires. I like Pitbull. He's probably not scared of anybody, but I think he's too small. I think these boxers that are rangy and long, if they can move, they're gonna beat Pitbull. He's just not big enough.
Yeah, he's a straight come ahead fighter, man. He ain't built for that.
He's good if you go toe to toe with Pitbull and you fight his fight, he's gonna win.
Shoot.
But
I'm just checking on the basketball score right quick. I'll be right back.
Yep. Hey, likewise, Paul, you said, lovely to see my boxing brother from across the pond. Shout out to the rest of the room from UK. Shout outs to UK. What's up, Paul? I appreciate you very much.
Let me see,
Sergio, you want to join the live? The link is in the comments down there. The second link. It says Video Ninja.
I was happy to see Teo fight this weekend too, man. Like he been fighting with Aram for so long, trying to get off top rank, man. And to me, his own worst enemy has been himself, bro. If he can stay focused and stay in the ring, man, he'll be all right. I wasn't too sold on this little takeover he had, but he just got to stay active. But that's the problem nowadays, man. Nobody's really active like that.
Too much inactivity, man.
Yeah, it ain't just it's everybody, man. And now you got, and the crazy part, dude, you got apps now. You can schedule a fight, you know what I'm saying, basically anytime you want. Because a lot of these things ain't hosting like, basketball games and hockey games, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. HBO them had set programmings as their Showtime. You got apps now, man. They can get these fights in here, man.
Yeah, man, for sure, man. What do you think about the I'll just touch back because I was on there and then we kind of went back to the Bud Crawford, the rematch with Dubois and Usyk. A lot of people feel Daniel Dubois can get that KO on Alexander Usyk rematch.
Oh, dude. Ah, man,
I
look.
mean, he's dangerous though. I mean, you don't want to sleep on him. Dubois is
No,
dangerous.
definitely not. He got to be right up here, bro.
Yeah,
He can't. If he gets rattled enough, man, you can see him just going to a whole nother level of I quit. Because even before I read his comments after the knockdown, he said when they declared him when they declared it not a knockdown, he was still focused on they were knocking it down and he lost focus. I said, dude, you got to move past that moment because Usyk did. Even though it didn't go in your favor, but I think I'm gonna go with Usyk on this one, bro. It'd be a total shock if Dubois win, but now you know what? I'm gonna go 50-50 right now. I'm 50-50 on that fight. I think I'm gonna hold my comments as it gets closer. Right now, I'm favoring Usyk just because he beat him in the first fight, and my man, like he's not that headstrong. He was headstrong against AJ, but he got to maintain that headstrongness going into his next fight. Because what if he get another knockdown? I'm saying against Usyk and they counted against him. I'm saying he got to face that monster now.
right.
But it's going to definitely sell because first of all, it's in the UK where it should be, not overseas in Saudi.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I heard they sold out the tickets already almost.
Then Tank versus Roach Jr. a
When is
rematch.
that fight happening?
Oh, I had just looked it up earlier. It's this summer at T-Mobile in Vegas, but I'm trying to remember the actual date.
Because I didn't see the actual
Tank
date.
versus Roach Jr. rematch.
I think Tank will knock him out this time because I think he took him kind of light going into the fight. Like, oh, this guy ain't really nothing. And Roach put up a better fight than anticipated. So I think he's gonna be ready for this one. I think he's gonna put him to sleep.
Yeah, man.
I think there's a level of embarrassment from Tank that he didn't put him to sleep because people was against this fight when it was announced, and they said he's gonna walk all over him.
It's June 21st.
Okay. They said he's gonna walk all over Tank. It was a dub fight, and then Roach made a good account of himself, and now everybody want to see the rematch. So because had Tank just knocked him out, really it'd have been we expected that, but now you got anticipation for this fight. To which I think it was sometime in the fight. Tank said afterwards, he told Roach, they're not gonna give you the decision, bro. I think it was at the end of the 12th round or something like that. So I think he knew what he was doing with that.
Right. Yeah, man. I think it's gonna be going down this summer, of course, with that Tank and Roach Jr. man, and Tank got a statement to make. He knows that. He knows what he has to do.
It's a nice little. Those are the two fights I'm really looking forward to, man. Tank Roach, and then Canelo
and Bud.
Crawford.
Yeah. Number two.
Everybody
Two great matches to look forward to look forward to. Them are the top. They'll be the top of this year.
Yeah,
the top fights. It'll go down with the Eubanks and Ben. That's one of the.
Is it Charlo? Ain't Charlo and Plant fighting? Well, I mean, not each other. Aren't they doing a dual card this year too?
That's a good question. I know Cam J would know for sure. His niche is he be knowing all the matches and pretty much he be on it like, yeah, that's my dude, Cam J.
I think they sandwiched in there between that somewhere, man. So we got a nice set of decent fights, man. But this fight weekend though, they need to Haney need to be going to rethink his whole thing, dude. And that's what I'm saying. Like, skills pay bills. I get that, but you also got to be able to put butts in seats, bro.
Oh yeah.
It's just no fact. They go hand in hand. And right now he ain't. Don't nobody want to see him. Don't nobody see him in the main event. But you can get away with that because you fighting over there with Turkey. He'll just put you on. But if he tries to sell, like leave and do his own thing, man, it's gonna be you're gonna be hurting. You're gonna be hurting.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure, man. For sure.
Yo, man, I'm about to dip out, man. I want to thank you again.
Oh,
To
you
my
already
brother,
know.
fan of live, my dude Eugene, man. Keep following him. Keep doing your thing, Eugene, man. It's
Appreciate
really
you.
like the numbers will come, bro, if you just be consistent, man. And I'm finding that out even when I do my rounds and I put them up on TikTok. Consistency, bro. You gonna get there. Shout out to Cam J. Shout out to Mike Ware. Yo, y'all brothers be safe, man. I'll holler at y'all later. Keep doing your thing, Eugene.
Okay, bro. I appreciate you, man. I really
All right,
do.
man. Yep.
Yeah. Be safe. Yeah. Text that link. Yeah. All right, champ. I'm trying to get that text over to you directly because it ain't working from my line. So do it from yours if you can. Yeah. So to kind of summarize everything all up, Friday and Saturday were not good fights, but hopefully tonight we get a treat with Inoue. So I'll be tuning into that here within the next half hour, but I'm gonna keep going live for a little bit, and hopefully I'll be able to get Champ on here, the son of the late great Aaron Pryor, on here to talk a little boxing for a minute. So yeah, so the Daniel Dubois fight rematch will be going down. I feel like Dubois has a lot of a better chance because I think mentally he understands the severity of this. Before, he was kind of like that. He was younger, 2 or 3 years younger. He wanted his way, so he took that knee because he felt like the punch was a perfect body punch, and I think mentally he was let down. Is why he took his knee. I think right now he's in a good place. I don't think he's gonna let something like that interfere with his decisions in this rematch. I feel like this time he's gonna be full throttle and he's gonna do everything he can to try to stop Usyk. And they already understand because Don Charles said it, and I think most of us who know boxing know this, is that this is not a situation to where Dubois can outpoint or outbox a master boxer like Usyk. He's going to have to take the fight to Usyk. He's going to have to fight Usyk, literally. He's going to have to go for a knockout or a stoppage. That's the only way he has any chances of beating Usyk. It has to be by knockout or stoppage. He's not going to beat him on a decision because there's no way. So, let me know what y'all think in the chat as well. I want to know y'all opinion, what y'all feel about Dubois versus Usyk, number 2. Cam J, shout out to Cam J. He say Boots got Zagasiyev, but Rolly the mandatory for the winner of the fight. Now after winning Friday night. Anthony Crabtree said last find on the Inoue card was good. Oh yeah, we're gonna see for sure in a couple hours when that main event goes down tonight. Anthony Crabtree, you said Dubois barely beat AJ. AJ flopped. I mean, I don't want to take anything away from Triple D. He did what he had to do, but I feel like AJ, he did a lot to hurt himself. He did a lot of negligent things defensively, like walking back in the straight line with no guard up. He was just acting really weird for some reason. Like he didn't even remember the basic fundamentals of boxing. I just can't understand what was going through the minds of AJ at the moment, you know. But hopefully, if he does get a rematch eventually with Dubois, he'll be the in the right state of mind, you know, and he's not making silly mental mistakes like he did. Um, Anthony Crabtree, you said Inoue is fighting a guy 26-1. He said, is that 14 KOs? They need to find him some real opponents. I agree, man. I agree. Hey, champ, can you hear me? All right. Welcome to the platform, sir. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yes, sir. And Canelo? Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yeah. Crawford. Oh, Earl Spence. Mm-hmm. You're right. Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Right. Mhm. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's your pops. I seen. Shout out, y'all. Cincinnati. The late great Aaron Pryor. If y'all not privy to who Aaron Pryor is, because some of y'all is really young, 20 years old. I'm 45. So if you like 20 and 30, make sure you get on YouTube and look at documentaries on Aaron Pryor. Google his box rec. Google him on Wikipedia. Google Cincinnati, Ohio, Aaron the Hawk Pryor. Yes, sir.
These live views all the time, or what? How it works?
Yeah, my schedule is right now, I'm doing them every Sunday at 6 o'clock. Every week.
Sunday.
Yes, sir. Every week.
Okay, okay. Continue your conversation. Let me look for this belt. Let me look for
Okay.
this belt.
Okay. Yeah. So, and what I hope to do in the future too, y'all, is right here in Cincinnati, start going to these different engagements. You know, I want to make it to the Ohio Boxing Hall of Fame that the Nate Tubbs is trying to put together. I want to definitely make it there. Hey, what's up, my guy from over in UK?
Doing, son?
Hey, how you doing,
good
sir?
to see you, my friend. I'm good. Lovely to see you.
First time, yeah, first time to actually talk. Yeah.
I'm not good with technology, but we've made it, so
I
I know what
see.
to do now. All right, leave
Yes,
some
sir.
comments. It's very simple, yeah.
Yes,
But
sir. Yes,
listen,
sir.
I want to start off by saying you're very knowledgeable. I respect you, and do you know what? More than anything else, okay? Boxing knows no borders. All right.
Mhm.
You're objective. You will look at the talent of the boxer and you'll analyze it. And I respect you for that and the family. And I just, at the moment, I come in to say a quick hello to
Yes,
you
sir.
and to everybody. All right.
Mhm.
I
Thank you so
haven't
much.
decided with Canelo, and I haven't I haven't decided with Canelo and Bud yet. I haven't made up my mind. So, but I just want to listen to you guys for a while. All right.
Okay, yeah, and definitely, I'm happy you came at a good time. Now, you remember the late great Aaron Pryor, right?
Yeah. I like you were just saying there. I don't know that too much about him. He's just a name that I know from history. I've got my favorite boxers of my family have followed boxers of different people that have followed. Aaron Pryor is not one of them, but I know who he is. Yeah.
Okay, well, look in the background. That's his son, Aaron
Oh,
Pryor's
bloody
son.
hell. Hello, son. That's, you should be very proud. You
Yes,
should be
sir.
very
Yes,
proud.
sir. You don't know.
Anybody, go on, son.
You don't know. You say you don't know the background of Mr. Aaron the Hawk Pryor.
I know a little bit about it. I had a stroke a number of years ago, and I lost a lot of my memory, and I can't remember a lot of things. And I restudied a lot of it. But certainly, I do know the name Aaron Pryor, but I don't know anything about the history of his career.
Well, I'm glad you said that. We got time.
We do. I'm on this now. What's your name, son?
My name's Stefan Pryor, son of the
All right,
legend Aaron the
Stefan.
Hawk Pryor.
Yeah, Stefan, what I'm going to do is I'm going to re-look. That's going to be something that I'm going to do tonight and tomorrow. And we're going to discuss this at another time when I'm more knowledgeable, okay?
Now,
So, but,
it was
all
a
right, I
two-time
do
world
apologize. I
champ.
never tell lies, Stefan. I never tell lies,
Nah,
son,
nah,
right?
nah. I believe you, but I'm gonna give you the truth real quick.
Yeah.
It take about 10 seconds for you.
Go on,
Two
son.
time, a two-time welterweight champion of the world, light welterweight champion of the world, WBA to IBF. Alexi
80s,
fought.
90s?
Excuse me.
What year? What decade?
That was the
80s, 90s?
80s. In the
80s,
early
yeah,
80s.
yeah.
Early 80s. He won
I
his
know
first.
who Aaron Pryor is. I know that name.
He fought here in Cincinnati, Ohio, when it was called Riverfront Coliseum. He fought Antonio Cervantes, his first title fight.
Oh, boom.
Muhammad Ali gave him his first chance. Him and Eugene Smith. Eugene Smith, Harold Smith, Eugene Smith. He had too many names in his hat. And
Yeah.
in 1980, when Pops was fought for the title here, Harold Smith, you can Google this stuff. Harold
No, I
Smith,
don't
give me
need to
his.
go. I'm listening to you,
No,
son.
no, I'm gonna give
First-hand
you. I'm
account.
giving you the gang real quick because some of the stuff I'm gonna say to you,
Take
you
your
gonna want
time, son. I'm
you
interested to listen.
you gonna want to Google this when I tell you this one. Harold Smith came to my father and said, "Hey, can you beat this guy, and Antonio Cervantes?" My pop say, "What? I can beat this guy. I'll knock him out." It was my father's first title fight. This guy, Antonio Cervantes, been around before my father. He was a champion before my father, as you can see, as you can tell. So
Mm-hmm.
Harold Smith put $50,000 in his pocket. He put 50 grand in his pocket, and he said, "When you beat him, I give you the rest." So he trained for it. Riverfront Coliseum in the 80s. My father knocked him out, stopped him.
Mm-hmm.
And when he stopped him, boom, Pop's happy. The promotional company was called MAPS, MAP, Muhammad Ali Athletes Sports.
Mm-hmm.
Put off out, it was called MAPS, Muhammad Ali Athletic Professional Sport. It's called MAPS, MAPS.
Yeah.
So when my father did that, Pops was happy. Oh man, I won the title. I won the title. Next thing you know, Harold Smith, real name Eugene, went to jail for embezzlement. He embezzled $22 million. My fault, 22.5 million from Wells Fargo. He went in the bank, came out with a check. He came
Mm-hmm.
out with the check and he paying fighters left and right, paying them big money. Don King didn't like that at that time. So Harold Smith got investigated. He went to jail. He did time for that. Think about 10, 15 years. Next thing you know, Pops didn't have no promoter. He was crushed. He didn't know what to do. Next thing you know, he went to Don King. Don
Oh,
King, uh, Don King was basically said, okay, champ, I know about you. What's what we gonna do? He gave my father a couple fight deals. He didn't sign with Don King. With everybody Don King put him in front of, guess what he did? What's what happened? They all got knocked out. So
mm.
once they all got knocked out, boom, he come back to Don King. What's up? What you gonna do? Don King tried to actually, fuck over Pops, and it didn't work. Pop wasn't going for it. Next thing you know, he got discouraged. Boom, he went on. He went on and talked to Sylvester Stallone, Rocky. Rocky boy learned all these moves from my father. Like when he go up under the rope, move his head. My
Mhm.
father's around teaching him all that. You can Google all this stuff. You can Google Sylvester Stallone on YouTube, Aaron Pryor. But back to the story. I'm giving y'all inside scoops from what really happened.
I love
So
it. I
next thing
love
you
it.
know, he went to Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone met with him. Him and his bodyguards met with him. They flew my father down to Florida. No, my fault. L.A. Somewhere in L.A. Got on the Sylvester Stallone
This is
yacht.
black card. Anyway, go on.
He got on this yacht. Next thing you know, he told my father at that time, "Don't mess up my $1 million, or you'll be shark bait."
Yeah.
Next thing you know, he gave my father that million. My father went on, knocked the guy out. Mo, they went the distance for the Abbey up title. Went the distance, and after the fight, you can see in the ring on YouTube. Out of Tiger Promotion, that was Sylvester Stallone promotion company. He gave Sylvester that belt in the middle of the ring. Here, you can have this belt back. I don't want no parts of you no more. I don't want you to promote me no more. So next thing you know, Sylvester Stallone, won his million back. Larry Holmes paid Sylvester $1 million. That was in the Jet magazine back in the 80s. Jet, there was a press conference. Aaron Pryor give back $1 million to Sylvester Stallone. Boom, gave $1 million back. So next thing you know, Pop's still
What, to
discouraged.
buy
He needed
himself out?
Pops is still discouraged. Say it again.
Did he give the $1 million? Well, why did Larry Holmes give Stallone the $1 million to buy him out the contract or something?
Buy him out. There you go. There you go. Your memory coming back.
Yeah. No. I'm listening to what you're saying. Now listen. Now.
Your memory is coming back. Hold on, I'm gonna bring you home.
I've got a degree in English. I used to be a teacher, but I had a stroke years ago, and it affected my memory.
No excuse.
And
Hold
I
on. That's the past. That's the past now. The stroke. We talking about now.
Yeah. Listen, don't worry. Listen, I'm good. I'm still alive. God bless. I'm still alive. God bless us all. But listen, before you go on, Stefan, your father has fought some big names, hasn't he? Aaron Pryor. Who's your dad?
Aguelo.
Say that again.
Aguelo.
Aguelo, I know that name as well.
Hold on, I'm gonna give you the last fight deal.
Yeah, go on. So we got to Larry Holmes come in with £1 million.
Right. He came in with £1 million. I like that. £1 million.
Oh, sorry, $1 million.
He came in.
A million's a million, boy. $2 million.
He came in, and when he came in, he gave him that $1 million back. Because he didn't want to be part of the contract no more. A promotion, out of Tiger Promotion. So next thing you know, he was still discouraged, but they know my pops was #1 in this ranking. So, why not go to Bob Arum? He went to Bob Arum. Bob Arum signed a contract with him when he fought Alexis Aguelo the first time.
Yeah.
So he went in there. Y'all see what he did to Alexis Aguelo.
Bob Arum, you're talking about, the promoter, your one in America. Bob Arum, yeah.
Bob Arum.
Yeah, go on, Bob. Yeah.
Right, top rank.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. Yeah.
See, when I bring up the Hawk, that memory start coming back. I got you for to bring you back home.
That's right.
You gonna remember everything now. See, that's good. See, when you talk about, not to cut y'all off, but when you talk about something, and you I can't, into my intellect thinking, I can't remember that far because I went through some things. But when somebody brings things back up,
it stimulates the memory. It stimulates the memory, and
there you go. So
but I'm gonna listen for you, Stefano. I'm gonna look at a couple of your dad's fight tomorrow. I'll give you my word on that. It's 1:30 in the morning, nearly whatever time it is here. So it's late. I just come in to say hello. But that's a brilliant story, Dan. That's what. But I'm not going yet. But that's what boxing, take your time. That's what boxing is all about. Them sort of stories, first-hand accounts. Where am I going to get a first-hand account like that? So I appreciate that.
Okay, I appreciate that to you. What's your name again?
Paul Joseph, right? Yeah. Listen, I've never boxed. I boxed from when I was 11 to 16. I've just been a fan all my life, you know what I mean? And the funny thing you should say about promoters, the problem with Canelo is because he's got his promoter's head on as well. That's why he didn't fight Benavidez. But we'll talk about more current and past and future boxings at another time. I'm gonna go now. Eugene.
Hold on.
Let me go on.
Let me give you the last one before you go.
Right, $1 million. So how did the story end? So you got Larry Holmes.
Hold on. He bought him out the contract. Boom. Next thing you know, he go holler at Bob Arum from Top Rank. When he went to Top Rank, boom, he did it to Alexis Aguelo. Boom, they had a controversy in the ring, in the corner. Give me the bottle, the one I mixed. When he said that, he gave him that bottle. Next thing you know, I can't tell you what's in the bottle, but Bob told me what was in the bottle, but I ain't gonna tell you all that yet. But next thing you know, it was a controversy going on. Like, hold up, nah, we need a rematch. He beat the brakes out of Alexis Aguelo the first fight. So they fought twice. Hold on, let me stop there, y'all.
How did you say that? Yeah.
They fought twice, but the first Aguelo fight, The first Guerrero fight, y'all, what happened was when he fought Alexis, and my fault.
Now go on, Stefano.
Oh,
Don't worry.
when he fought Alexis,
Wind this up now because other people want to talk. Go on.
well, okay, when he fought Alexis Aguero the first fight, next thing you know, guess what, y'all? He had to wait to get his money after they counted all the money. He waited to get his money, and they had to count all the money they made at the gate order my father to get paid. My father was discouraged on that one. But in the second fight, Alexis Aguero 2, we had Jack Nicholson there and Steven Spielberg. He was at the fight on the second one. They was front row seat. Next thing you know, my father took him apart, beat him again. And then she wanted to fight Sugar Ray Leonard, and Sugar Ray Leonard was scared. So I gave y'all 4 different promoters: Harold Smith, Don King, Sylvester Stallone, and Bob Arum. He went through 4 different promoters. Nobody wouldn't give my father a deal, but he grinded real hard and made it happen for himself. And
Well,
before
that's a
you
good
go,
thing, son.
and,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
before you go, Joseph,
Paul,
Cole,
Paul, Paul Joseph.
Paul. Check this out. Before you go, this belt I got on, as you can see, if you see it,
I
this
can't
is
really see. I'm on my mobile, so I can't really make it out. Anyway, go on.
I'll make it out for you.
Yeah. Go on. I can see you now.
This is my idea from the WBC boxing organization.
Yeah.
The WBC World Boxing Council. This is my idea. It go on my shoulder. It's a trainer's belt. If you're a fighter and your fighter win a title along with your if you're a trainer and your fighter win a title, your trainer win a title too for the WBC boxing. I came up with this idea in 2018. I reached out to different organizations, though. I did do this first, y'all. I reached out for the WBA, World Boxing Association, and the IBF. Then I asked them how they like my idea to start awarding trainers with a title belt. And they declined. I never got them back. But IBF said they weren't interested. I went back to the WBA. WBA, my father had them 2 organizations. He had the WBA and the IBF title. So I went to them. Oh, he back on there.
Okay, we're back.
He back on there.
Okay.
But like I said real quick, the trainers get titles along with their fighter. If your fighter win a belt, your trainer win a trainer's belt. The trainer's belt is designed and shaped as a towel that go on the shoulder. You know, when you come out the ring, the trainer always had a
Yeah. I know where you're going. You can wrap it around like that. Yeah. I know where you're going with that. Listen, I think you've cut out. I don't know. Listen, Stefano,
I'm
it's
still
lovely
here.
talking to you. I'm going to give it a minute and see if you come back on. Yeah.
Right. I can hear you.
Technology. One minute you're all there, and now it's just a big picture of me, and I don't like images of myself. Listen, love to you all. All right. We'll
talk much love to you over in the UK.
Another time. Now I know how it works.
Can y'all hear me?
I can hear you, champ.
No, you cut out. You cut out.
Well, I'm gonna let you go on this note then. Google WBC trainer's belt, Stefan Pryor. You'll see me, and now this trainer's belt is all around the world. So I came with an idea. So you're never too old to come up with an idea that can help the whole world.
And it could take off. It only needs to ignite. Stefano, I will
have
a look. Right, so listen.
Stefan Pryor.
How do you spell your Christian name? STEPHAN or PHAN?
STEPHAN. Last name Pryor. PRYOR.
Yeah.
And first idea.
Trainer's belt. Right, listen, I'm going to Google that tomorrow.
Hold on. It got my father's face on there.
It's not hold on anymore. You've talked at length. It's not hold on.
All right. See
what
you
it
later
is
on,
good
then.
night now, right? I'm going to go away with those bits of information.
This is what boxers do. We like to talk now. Hold on, champ.
For my brain. It's too much now, Stefano. I can't analyze it all at once. It's not going to go in.
All right.
I can get what you're saying, what you've said to me about tonight. I've met you, you're Aaron Pryor's son. I'm going to have a look at the record. I'm going to have a look at the WBC trainers belt thing, Stefan PH.
All right.
And that's enough for me for tonight. I can't see any of you now. I can't. Something's happened with the camera, but I don't want to cut it off. All right. So what
It's
I'm going to
Hawk
say,
time.
God bless you all. It's been
Hawk
lovely.
time.
And I will be back, Stefano. I will be back, Eugene, and the
Hawk
rest of
time.
them. God bless you all right?
Hey, God bless you over in UK. Thank you, Hulk, man. I want to talk about your pops, man. So he was born in
What'd he say?
can you hear me?
No, I hear you loud and clear, but what he say behind you? I heard somebody say something.
Oh yeah, that's my brother. He does my video and filming
No,
us.
are you trying to tell us something?
Is everything good, bro? He said. Oh, he said, can you turn on your light?
Oh, my light.
Yes, sir.
Oh man, you know what? My lamp went out right here. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Cause I would give y'all the background with the Hawk pictures at on the wall. My fault. I'm gonna come prepared next time. I don't know my mother lamp. I can't find it. Hold on.
Okay.
I'm sorry. My bad. I can't
That's
even
okay.
find my other. You know what? Hold on. I'm glad you said that. Hold on. I got. Hold on. We can make it happen. Hold on.
Are you gonna make it happen? Okay.
Give me 1 second. My fault.
No, you good, champ. You good.
We're gonna make it happen. Hold on. Gonna make it happen. I'm coming back. Hold on. Now, what you was about to say? What about now?
Yeah, I can see you now, champ. Yep, I can see you.
Okay.
So yeah, your pops was born in 1955.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, that's what's up. And 5'6".
Yes, sir.
Right-handed. Now, was he a switch hitter? Could he fight southpaw as well?
No.
He didn't.
No,
Okay.
I can't. No, he never switched in the ring at all.
I got you.
He never did that in the ring at all.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Light
Yes,
cool?
Oh yeah, it's cool. Now, I want to know how did you get the nickname the Hawk? Who came up with that name?
Oh, my father?
Uh-huh.
Ken Hawk.
Oh,
Ken
okay.
Hawk came up with that name for him. Ken Hawk his name was Ken Hawk. And he was a banker. And as a banker, I'm trying to find my father's book. My father got a book too. Well, you from Cincinnati, correct?
Yeah, I'm from 503.
Right. You always go to the library and get his book. It's free to go, get it out. I mean, it's free for real. You can keep it.
Definitely. I'm going to definitely get the book.
Some of the stuff they wrote in there, they rewritten that book, and that's wrong for that. Yeah. But it's the trainer's belt right here, brother. Real gold too.
Okay. The WBC.
This belt, real gold.
Everybody watching this in UK and Africa, wherever you are, that's a real belt right there. The champ.
Real gold belt. Authentic. Let me show you. This right here, that's my face and Pop's face at the bottom of it. They did that for me.
Oh, I love that, man. That's beautiful. That's beautiful.
And like I say, you always can Google WBC trainer's belt. Matter of fact, here go the article right here. Can y'all see it?
Yeah.
Can you see it? This is the article right there.
Okay.
When they first came up with it, I kept that on my wall. Is it light? Y'all can see it good?
I can see it pretty good. I can't make out the writing, but I can see.
Okay. You see it close up?
Yeah, I can see it.
That's when Derek James, Charlo Brothers, Triple G, they all received a trainer's belt. And like I say, brother, I sit back and strategize. Strategize, make things happen, brother.
For sure.
I used to box. My record was 10-2, 7 knockouts, never been knocked out. I didn't have that backing like these fighters got the backing now. You know what I mean? When I came in the game, they tried to give me 5,000 to 10,000. I was like, what? No. And the savage, I know $10,000. I just got paid almost 8,000. But just like, what on the savage for that for?
Yeah.
You know, had a good overhand right, not gonna fight. You know what I mean? People know me. Fought on Showbox, fought on Showtime, fought Buddy McGirt Jr., fought him. He won on decision.
His dad's a trainer, right? Buddy McGirt.
His daddy a trainer.
His daddy a trainer. Okay, yeah.
So when I fought him, I fought on Fox Sport Net, ESPN. I fought on the network channels. You know what I mean? Through the grace of God, it happened. Then when I stopped boxing because I had to keep this brain, brother. I wouldn't be on your talk show talking to you right now, brother, because boxing, it's a hell of a sport, though. Don't get me wrong. As you can see, some of these fighters, brother, how they acting, how they talk,
Right.
and you know what they go through. You know what I mean? So it's just we got to teach the youth behind us that want to learn how to box. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
You want to teach you how to defend yourself, or you trying to go into battle? I don't want to never force nobody into battle at all. You want to train them to defend themselves or train them to get in shape. You know, different story. I don't bow and push. Oh, come on, you're gonna be the next champ. Nah, nah. I wait till you get older. 17, 18. You want to turn pro? It's up to you now. You got your own decision now. Now, if you got a good one now, like good one where he good. Oh, ain't nothing wrong. Hell, let me you the real deal. You'll know when you got the real deal. Said diamond on my hat.
Yes, sir.
That's when you know you got a diamond, brother. You know what I mean? When you put up under pressure, brother, it's time to shine, brother. It's time to shine, man. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I do a lot of stuff in the community too. You know, I'm still fighting, brother. Yeah. Well, Denzel tell you, okay, all right, okay. You telling me, huh? You telling me, huh? You telling me I ain't
Hmm.
got the skills still, huh, brother? I do boxing shows. You can bring your podcast down to the outdoors at July the 11th. My fault. I'm sorry. July the 19th, 2025.
Okay.
At the Charles Park. You can bring you and your camera guy down, your brother.
Okay.
Send y'all down, do live boxing. We're gonna have it outdoor. This is my third annual at the Charles Boxing Expo. This is my third annual.
Okay.
And y'all should come out. Is put down the guns and pick up the gloves
Okay. Yeah, we
and
down for
come in the
that.
name of love. You know what I mean? You
Hmm.
will come down, brother. Set up live. Go on your podcast. Oh, people love to tune in and see a live. Nobody never did this before. A
Right. Right.
live podcast outside, outdoors boxing.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And July the 19th, bring be set up. You can go on my page and see some of that. I know you probably already did that. You know what I mean? You can go on my page and see that July the 19th, outdoors event, boxing, brother. Free event. We're going to have vendors there. We're going to have everybody there, brothers. The third annual, making it do what it do.
Okay. Okay.
They're going to be fighting for titles, right?
Hmm.
The three main events, I'm going to have three mains. The beginning, the co, and the main event. They're going to be fighting for two belts. If you fight for one belt, my fault, you're going to have two belts on the line. If you win that night, you leave with both belts. Amateur. Make them feel great. Like, I'm getting two belts. Yes, you're getting two belts that night. Not the whole show going to be like that. It's going to be the three fights. Make the squeeze in four. Four like that. We're going to do the feature, the co-main, and the main fighting for two belts. I'm trying to get some women on the show, some young ladies on the amateur show to fight too, if they like to. Make it more interesting. Is the
Okay.
light still cool?
Yeah, it's cool.
And I'm gonna get my lamp. I don't know where my lamp at, but anyway, what else? I brought Cat Williams a street sign in Cincinnati. Made that happen for him. April 19th. Everything on the 19th I like, brother. July
Yes, sir.
19th to fight. April 19th.
19th.
So
Uh-huh.
I advocated for Cat Williams for a street sign here in Cincinnati, Ohio. I'm the one did that, brother. If it wasn't for me, he wouldn't have got that. But I advocated for him since April of last year, 2024 to April 2025. I stood next to him and I told him, brother, what I say, I'm favored by God. My qualifications come from Mr. God. And we all got qualifications to make things happen, to make people's lives better, brother.
For
And it's
sure.
in
For
us. We just
sure.
got to bring it out of us, brother. The things we go through in life. So told him that, you know what I mean? And I told people, when you're doing something, don't give up. Like what you doing now, don't give up. I don't care if you got one viewer. Don't give up. I don't care if you got 10, 20. Don't give up. Because you can have more by keep pushing yourself. To come to this show, guaranteed live broadcasting, bro, your show the podcast gonna boom because nobody ain't doing this at all. I mean, I got 2 million viewers on my page now, 2.5 million that view my page. You heard what I said, 2.5 million that
Man.
view my page.
Yeah.
So imagine that we team up and then we down at the Crawford fight, huh? down to the Terrence Crawford fight, huh? I go to these fights too. I went to Earl Spence fights in Crawford down in Vegas. It was hot. It was so hot. It was hot to the motherfucker, boy. I saw a Greyhound bus had the Greyhound that be on the outside of the bus. It was so damn hot. I saw the dog inside sitting on the seat. That's how hot it was out there. He couldn't even take it no more. I didn't seen pigeons. I came outside from the hotel. I seen pigeons trying to get inside the hotel. What the hell? A pigeon trying to get? It was that hot, brother. I mean, early in the morning, it's like 100 or something. Like, man, I ain't even hungry no more. I'm gonna go to bed. But anyway, but yeah, I do great things in the community, brother. Trying to make a change. You know what I mean? Community engagement. That's my department. Community engagement for youth group.
Okay.
It's called the Community Engagement Group. Basically, what I do is go to different businesses that in our community that's making money off us. You can do this too. You can go to them business owners. You got a podcast. Let them know, well, look here, we can do this, we can do this. Y'all need to get back to the community. So that's what I did. Went to one guy, I ain't gonna say not say their name. I went to Stagger Lee's. Stagger Lee's up in Clifton. They
Mhm.
moving over to Ryan. And I said, hold up, wait a minute. What you doing for the community? Okay, this your plan for the community. What about the youth in the community? You know what I mean? So what he did was he pulled out that paycheck book. We went to different organizations, black organizations, and he donated some. They always are good sponsors in the community. I went to them too. Uh, he donated, boom, for the boxing event. So you make things happen and making a change. Ain't about being no fighter, but you understand the fight game. It's like it's training. It's like a coach. That's what I got on the trainer's belt, brother. It's like a coach doing something and be part of it.
Okay.
That's how y'all be successful in life and be blessed. You know what I mean? So I had to give you that little rundown, all the
Yeah.
stuff I've
I
been
love the
doing, I'm still
knowledge.
doing in the community,
Yeah.
and and it works. I run an advertised business too. I ride around with an electric bike with a hitch in the back. It's two hitches with it's like a trailer hitch, and it got the big poster in the back, poster board that advertise a business. So I can advertise your podcast. Tune in on this day, July the 19th, a live event. I can do all that on back of my trailer hitch, ride around different communities and get their attention. You know. So that's the name of the game, man. We living in it. Depending on what you do now is how you're gonna be sent off when you leave this world. You
Right.
want to leave your spirit, you want to leave through your back, you want to leave through your heart, you want to leave that. We got a hell of a spirit. You know what I mean? So it's what we doing now and what you dedicated to, that's how we will get in the gate when it's time for us to leave this universe. But I ain't mean to go that far, brother, but
I don't mind at
but
all. I believe in that community.
you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
this stuff, say it again.
And I, so I believe in the community help, man. I've
I ain't hear
been.
you say.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I was saying I believe in the community,
I can
trying
hear
to
you.
learn some things on your approach on how you do what you do for the community, so I could take it back out and help out Lincoln Heights, and try to do the same thing,
Okay. You
Yeah.
you from Lincoln Heights?
My mom and dad are, so that's my second home.
What neighborhood you in?
I'm from Woodlawn.
Okay, okay,
You know,
okay. That's good. How long you been doing your podcast?
I've been doing this since 2023 is when I started. Been doing it
Okay,
about 2 years.
that's good. That's good. Oh, my father, I left this out too. I ran for state representative. As you can see, my shirt, Stephon Pryor, state rep. I ran back in my phone 24 last year, March 2024. First time doing it. First time doing it. My numbers did great. My numbers did great. Win or lose, it's like a fight, brother.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So
Yes, sir.
now I'm out here getting signatures to get on the ballot for city council. You know what I mean? Win or lose, I'ma still keep going.
I know
You
that's
already
right.
said, champ. I'ma still
Hmm.
keep going, champ. You know what I mean? I'ma still keep going, champ. You know what I mean? So you might count you out one time. Nah. Second time, whatever. The third time, guess what? But it's time to make noise too. See, I got megaphones. I come out loud promotions. Out loud promotion, we get the word out. Megaphone, stupid, loud, and crispy. Uh huh. You probably don't see my yard signs out here too. Teach your son not to kill my son. I taught my son not to kill yours.
I saw that. I love that. Yeah, I love
That's
it.
my sign. That's my yard. Matter of fact, it's a community yard sign. So I'm putting them out in the community again. I get them tomorrow. I should get them tomorrow or Tuesday. I'm putting them out everywhere. If anybody want yard signs, I'll give them to you. You can give them out to people. Put one in your yard. Put them in your community because shooting every killing is everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So we got to give back. All right, give back, man. It's just give back and take time out for y'all bodies too, y'all. Stay away from all that salt, that sodium, that grease. Quit eating greasy food. Because that greasy food messes your cholesterol up. Your high blood pressure go up. Sometimes take a peace with yourself, meditate, listen to frequency sounds. Frequency sounds helps out a whole lot. Why I say that? Our body is nothing but a frequency. You start hearing music, what you start doing, oh man, that's my jam. Your body moving. That's the frequency that your body trying to say, hold up, you got time to listen to music. What about healing your body with some frequencies? Frequency sounds do work. I'm a real big fan of that. I take sound baths too. What are sound baths? Well, they be in a room up at UC at the Shriners building every first Tuesday from 5:30 to 6:30 an hour. They have people in there playing tum drums. That's what they call them, tum drums. And that's sounds and frequency noise. And while you sitting there relaxing and quiet in the room, get your body healing. You go straight to sleep and wake up feeling great. Your body get healed from that. Trust me. I just thank God and the Most High that he done touched me. He done changed my whole demeanor in life and doing something different, man. You got any more questions, brother? Go in there. I don't mind, brother. I got time, brother.
Okay, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for your time. So, your dad, what he had a total of 40 fights.
Total of 40, 39 and 1, 35 knockouts. 39 and 1.
That's amazing.
And 35 knockouts. Yes, sir.
And majority of those fights were 15 rounds, right?
Not majority. Some of them were.
In the later years, like as he got bigger.
Yes, sir.
Oh wow, that's just amazing to think, man. 15-round fights, man. Because guys now they struggle at these 8 and 10-round fights. So 15, that's your mind state got to be on a whole different level to endure that many rounds, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He was a hell of a fighter. When I was fighting, he trained me. I sparred with him a couple of times as a young age.
Okay.
And he called me the overhand right. He was doing that and we were sparring, right?
Mm-hmm.
He was possibly about in his early 30s, mid 30s. And he sparred with him. That's when, he got on drugs. He cleaned himself up in 96, got inducted into the Hall of Fame, in the International Hall of Fame. He's in a bunch of Hall of Fames around the United States. But the International Hall of Fame is where everybody get inducted. That's where everybody's name knows go. As a matter of fact, the Hall of Fame's next year at the Custodio, New York. Is that pronouncing that right? I think it's Custodio, New York, something like that. But anyway, and he got inducted in the Hall of Fame, got off drugs in 96. And we built a relationship. When he was on drugs, we built a relationship. We built a bond. Yeah, I mean, people, some of the kids don't want to come around because they down and out. And, you know what I mean? I was there all that time. I was a hitting gym, brother. See that diamond on my head? See that diamond on my head? I was a hitting gym. In the neighborhood where I used to hang at, live at. It was up. You know what neighborhoods was. And he used to be around in the neighborhood and he was doing drugs and young dudes were trying to, bully him and all that. Nah, that ain't working my time. We ain't gonna have that, y'all. They respected him. Some of them, had his fights while I wasn't there with certain people. And Aaron Pryor, let's see you weave and all that stuff. They was trying him and all that, brother. I'm giving you an inside scoop. A sneak peek now.
Mm-hmm.
But one dude tried to bully him, and I went to go see him. And hey, bro, come on, man. We ain't gonna have that. You know what I mean? They tried to do my father back in the day. Somebody robbed him. Give you a hint. Somebody robbed him for his Hall of Fame ring. You hear what I said?
Mm-hmm.
They robbed him for his Hall of Fame ring, brother. I get a call. Huh? I made a call. Go find him. They found him. Did he get his ring back? Hell to the yeah, he did. And we don't play them games. That's why I'm blessed, brother. We don't play them games. They stole his Hall of Fame. All right, I'm sorry. I didn't know who he was. I apologize for that. Got his ring back. Yeah, got his ring back. No, 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 no. What he always say to me when he got off drugs, he say, I should jump rope in the morning. I should go jogging in the morning. Then he said, now I pray in the morning. And I jump for joy in the morning. Instead of jumping rope, jumping rope. I jump for joy in the morning.
Mhm.
He said all the good message that you want to hear. That when a person goes through things, I used to be in the crack house. Now I'm in the Hall of Fame house. We
Yeah.
all go through something, brother.
Right.
Everybody love a great comeback, brother. And he
Hmm.
had a great comeback of his life, brother. You know what I mean? Some of the memories, brother. Me being around him. Oh yeah, they was talking. You know when you're young. Oh man, where your father? It ain't your daddy. It ain't your daddy. It's all good, man. I had the strength, had the courage, huh? Huh? I had the courage of Moses, brother. All doubters and all haters. Guess what? He came around me. Where he at? He was around me. We start hanging every day, brother. When he got, you know what I mean? Every day we hanging. You know what I mean? I'm getting little sneak peeks, brother. Sneak peeks, man, of all the great things that happened in my life, man. Been around all the rappers, all the singers. Genuine, he used to manage me, the singer. He used to manage me in my boxing career. Um, I'm giving you this all stuff. You see it on my page. I'm around all the best from civil rights leaders to singers to movie actors, all that, brother. You know what I mean? So it's just like we dealing in your elbows. I mean, your elbows. What they say, your elbows will rub against important people.
Right.
You know, that's
Right.
what saying they
That
say.
saying, yeah, that cliche.
Yeah, right.
Hmm.
So all that things happen for a reason in life, man. For real. I never been to jail. I never took nothing from nobody. Got a righteous heart, righteous mind. I'm straight up positive, brother. Ain't no negative in me. Now, if you want to bring it out, I might knock you out. That's it, and move on. But but I come in peace.
Right.
But
Absolutely.
all the stuff, brother, I'm hanging around my father, brother, for many years, shoot pool with him, everything, to beat him in pool all the time. You know, stuff like that, man. You know what I mean? And I really miss him, man. Not just him, my mama too. You know what I mean? You know. But I used to go down and see him box at the Manu Center, train when he made a comeback. He got a street sign named after him on Whooper and Clifton, and over there by Ford. It's on the red. It was on short Vine and Forest, right there
Like
by
Avondale.
Richie's over there,
Yeah,
huh?
Avondale. It's
Avondale,
Avondale.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I got a street named after him, and I advocated for that. Me and Reverend Harvey. But like I say, man, I try to stay positive and curious. Ain't try, I do. Ain't gonna try. Ain't never gonna try nothing. I do it. So
That's what's up, man.
if you got some more questions, you can go ahead and shoot it at me. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I don't mind, brother.
I love it, man. So I want to ask, like, about how old was he when he became a pro? What age was he then?
Pop's about 18, 18, 19. Turned
Okay.
pro in 1976.
Okay. So he turned pro in
1976.
1976. Now, prior to
Yeah.
becoming a pro, was he in the amateurs and all that?
Yeah, he fought. He was in the amateurs. He AAU,
Okay.
and he fought in that. He fought Thomas Hearns. He beat Thomas Hearns
The
in the
Hitman,
amateurs.
Hitman Hearns.
Yeah, Hitman Hearns. He beat him in the amateurs in the Golden Gloves.
Hmm.
Anything I tell you, you can Google it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He beat him. Uh, Went on in his career. He fought Howard Davis. Howard Davis beat him to qualify for the Olympics. And Muhammad Ali was actually one of the commentators and at the amateur fight that night. And speaking up on behalf of that gun guy in the ring right now, Aaron the Hog Pryor, he's my fault. That young guy in the ring, Aaron Pryor, he's going to be a great athlete and a great professional boxer. That's what Ali was saying.
Oh, that's
I
deep.
like that kid. I like him. So he wound up losing that fight and felt down and out. He didn't get. He went around the time Sugar Ray Leonard and them went to the Olympics and everything. Marvelous Hagler and Marvelous Hagler. No, who was Olympics? Spinks, Leon Spinks, Michael Spinks, and all them when they went to the Olympics and everything. My father was in that era, and he got discouraged too. Boom. Next thing you know, he uh he wanted to turn pro. When he turned pro, he building his record up, and Ali reached out to him. He saw Ali in the club in Cincinnati one day, and that's Ali over there. That's Ali. Pops got to him and started talking to him. He said, "Yeah, I remember you. They knew each other."
Mhm.
He said, "Yeah, if you'd like me to help you get on your feet," gave him a business card. Ali did, and when Ali gave him a business card, all she wrote, came with the MAP Muhammad Ali Athlete Professional Sports. And my father got in touch with him. Keep building your record up. Keep building your record up. My father got 24 and 0. He said, "I'm ready. I'm ready." And that's how that happened. And Ali played a big factor in my father's career. I'm gonna make sure I go down to Louisville and see the Muhammad Ali Boxing Hall of Fame down there. I'll make
Okay.
sure I do that. That's one of my missions to do that.
Yes,
And
sir.
father started boxing. Father went through a whole lot. Read that book, brother. That book, Bad Boy. I ain't gonna lie, that book. Oh man, trying to work on a biopic
Oh yeah,
about his life.
that'll
I
be
got a
tight.
movie. I got a. I got a. I got. Hold on. Oh, I'm getting y'all sneak peeks on something.
Okay. And to everybody out here watching right now, I know y'all would love to see a biopic of Aaron the Hawk Pryor. So, leave y'all comments in the comments or the chats, because I know y'all be down for that.
You see this right here? It's an old 45 record. My father had his own music. Born in Cincinnati,
Now, was that music around when what's his name? James Brown and the King's Records? Or is that
Yeah.
after?
This that he was around back then. Yeah, with that around that era, they knew who he was. But this record was E. Morgan, Enoch Enoch Morgan wrote this. I mean, actually produced this for him. Yeah, it's called the Strength Record. I got the old record right here.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, I got that there. And 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 I got his movie script written right here. Hold on. Uh, right here. This the folder and the pages about his movie, about his biopic, about his life. Right here too, written. It's thick
Oh, okay.
pages. It got written in L.A. Somebody written the book. And who you think this is right here? Look dead on him a little bit. Hold on. I'm
Okay.
giving y'all a little sneak peek. Look like him a little bit. That's a little bit. You see it?
Yeah, just a little bit I can see. Let me see. Hmm.
Danny Glover,
That's
Childish
Danny.
Gambino.
Oh,
Can you see it?
yeah, I can see it. So that was back in the man. That's a throwback for sure.
What?
Danny Glover is real young.
That Danny Glover is the biopic. No, that's his name. Childish Gambino, real name is Danny Glover.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay.
We ain't talking about Legal Weapon.
Right. Okay, I was throwing off a little
That's
bit,
a
yeah.
throwback, Christian. No, he
Right,
got
right, right.
he got the Chinese eyes like my father had.
Hmm.
You see these eyes like him? Look, you see it? Can you see it?
Yeah, I can see the eyes. Yep. Yeah, they got them eyes, the shape of the eyes.
Oh, here we go. Gambino. You see it?
Yep, I see.
Yeah, that look like him a little bit. But they give you a sneak peek. Go ahead. Some more questions for me?
Yeah. My brother got a question, and you're gonna meet him when we come to the event. He said the most memorable moment that you remember when your dad was boxing.
When I was little, I went at the fight. When he was fighting on TV, my mom was like, "There your daddy on TV." I start punching and swinging at the TV. As little
Mhm.
as she said I was. But that, and as I got older, when you have all that money, he wasn't around like that. He wasn't around. He had a whole boatload of money, and he started coming around in the late '80s, early '90s. You know what I mean? And them the moments. You know what I mean? Like I say, some kids and some famous daddies, famous fathers, don't be in their life. And but when all said and done, when they run out of friends and money and funds, what I mean, you lose all your friends and everything.
Oh, for
And
sure.
some people have all that grudge, man. Where you was at when woo 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 woo? Nah, I don't look at it like that. You know what I mean? I look at the fact of what's now. You know what I mean? Some people to this day mad at their daddy wasn't around in their life. You know what I mean? You got to learn to forgive and forget. You know what I mean? Hey, like for example, my daughters. I got two daughters, and somebody going through this right now. Everybody go through stuff like this. Your baby mama and all this. Oh, ain't FUB. You ain't do all this, and you young. But as you get older, your mind, you say, hold on, is it about me and her, or is it about me, the one I made? And I realized that too. My first daughter I had, she said a lot of things. That this ain't your baby. Oh, it hurted me. I'm gonna get a blood test. It was mine. It was 99.9%. Boom, put me on child support. Next thing you know, it was a fight though. It was a fight. You know what I mean? Put me on child support. I owed it 17,000 and some change. And I said I owe. Get that right, so I owed that.
Mhm.
And as years passed, I learned how to deal with that, and I learned how to maneuver from that.
Mhm.
So instead of me getting mad at her, see, we always get mad at the women standing up, but we always be happy when we laying down. You get what I'm saying? Lou, you happy in the mo, you laying down with her, but when you're standing up, I can't stand that. F you. But as you get older, your mind start to change and develop. If you still stuck in the same way how you were disrespecting that woman, we know you going down the hill, down the drain. But I learned that, brother. Start spending time with my daughter. I don't care if I'm still paying child support. Taking her out, buying her stuff, having fun with my daughter, man. Next thing you know, I don't owe nothing no more. I don't owe nothing for child support at all. I went through that. Somebody on this page, somebody don't listen later on down the line, somebody going through that, paying child support. Get along with your baby mama. You know what I mean? Oh, I can't stand her. You ain't say that when you was laying down.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Oh, I love you, baby. I love you. Nah, it's time you standing up. It's time you to man up. Man up. You know what I mean? Take care of that one. So it happened to me, and the debt got wiped out. Me and my daughter got a hell of a relationship to this day. Then I had another daughter. Went through an incident. Come to the house one day. Somebody sitting on the couch. A gal sitting on the couch. I didn't ask questions. It was the first time sitting a nigga in the couch. I mean, sitting on the couch without me coming in. I got the key.
Mhm.
Hey, what the hell? I got mad. First thing I did, got mad. I ain't asked questions. I just got mad. My daughter was like 8, 7. I was heated. I stayed away from my baby mama. The second baby mama. Stayed away from her. Next thing you know, we tried to, get back together. It didn't work. Didn't work. Beautiful woman. Didn't work at all. Work out. So next thing you know, she took me to child support when the baby was 14. Put me on child support when the baby was 14. And she think it was gonna be for back pay. I'm in there speaking up. Nah, I ain't paying no back pay because I was staying with her. And I was taking care of my daughter. Do an old child support on her? Yep. What's that? $300. Daughter's grown now. They grown. You know what I mean? They're in their 30s now. I gotta pay that 300 too. But anyway, but my daughter, I ain't seen my daughter, my second daughter, it was some years, and you in his own city. So I understand what mama went through with her daddy. She let my daughter go through with me. Mad at me now. Like, hold on. First of all, I cried out to God. Yes, I did. I said, God. When they was young, my kids were young. Both of the sisters met each other. We went to Kings Island, had our fun. We doing all that. But when baby got older, 15, 16, the mama kept me away from her. And I'm at court, like, well, I went to child support court in front of the judge that I did advertise for. how the judge, how the judge you go in front of? So I should be mad at the world, but the world, you can't be mad at the world. You gotta be mad at yourself because you in the world getting mad over petty stuff. They judges just like you and I right now, just talking right now. And one of the judges right now is her name gonna come to me, but it ain't important. But I was in front of her and with my second baby mama and go in your pockets. She said, pull out your pockets. I looked at my lawyer, my fault, my public pretender, looked at him. Hey man, how you trying to rob me in here? You letting her trying to rob me? Come on, go in your pockets. Nah, I ain't going in my pockets. She couldn't do nothing. She want me to empty my pockets inside her courtroom. Baby mama sitting next to me over the right and her side. I'm like, y'all can't do this in here doing this, man. I was there heated. I tried to get my change the docket on the on juvenile court. I tried to change her docket. Like, I don't want to be here with you no more. You can't do that. They wouldn't let me. So I went to another court appearance. Next thing you know, I said, you know what? She don't need to be in here. She don't need to be in here. And the judge did say, you don't have to be in here. She is right. You don't got to be in here at all. Because y'all ain't locking me up. I know y'all ain't going to lock me up. 'Cause I know the system now. I knew it. So they tried to, they was like, he right. We're not going to lock him up, but we're going to make him get up to date, with the payments. And I did all that. Every time I went to court like maybe 5 times. I'm paying the whole full amount. Guess how much the full amount was? $251, $59 a month. So I'm like, wow. But I was giving them $100 a week, $50, $25, but they wasn't having that no more. So they said, no, pay the whole amount. So I started paying the whole amount every time I went. I was up to date and all that. Boom. Try to be cool to baby mama, but her attitude determined her attitude. So she was real upset all the time. So making a long story short, I ain't seen my daughter in a long time. Cried out to God. I get a call from my daughter. Oh man, she graduated from the Ohio State on her birthday, and I said, "Where you at? Let's go out to eat." Went to go meet her up in the Western Hill at Target. Went up there. She was going out of town to Columbus. Bought her any stuff. Like, anything you want in here. Woo, woo, I was happy. I said, let's go out to eat. Parked my car up there, got in her car. I'm like, damn, she driving now? You know what I mean? So all of a sudden, we go out to eat. As we go in there, she say, Daddy, I want to say something. I say, you know what? I'm quiet. You go ahead and speak your mind. Spoke her mind, how she felt and everything, brother. I ain't say nothing. The broken promises you made and woo 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 and woo woo woo. You I was about to say you was too damn little to understand them promises. You didn't know them. Your mama told some say shut up, let her talk. so next thing you know, I let her say what she say. She got it all out, went out to eat, had dinner for her birthday. And we built our relationship, our bond. You know what I mean? So the point I'm getting to is on this, man, by telling you this story about this, is because somebody's going through the same thing I went through, brother and sisters, and y'all always can change the whole narrative and bring back the one you made. If you lay down with her, you loved her, and you hate her when she stood up because her mouth running and all this, blah, 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 blah. Did you ever look at yourself and say, is it me or is it her? Or is it both of us? So get over it, and build that bond back. And guarantee when you start building that bond back, a lot of stuff start happening in your life. Not just your life, my life too. But anyway, brother, man, I gave you the whole meltdown, the whole understanding, man. I appreciate you, brother, and your other brother behind you, brother.
Oh
For,
yeah,
for
yes,
even
my bro.
tuning in, man. I appreciate that, brother. And brother, anytime you need me come on interview, fight coming up in September, and I got to put my calls out. See, I can make this happen. Go back down to Vegas. and see some things, see some great things happen down there. What they supposed to have a fight at the Raiders, at the Raiders Stadium, the Raiders Stadium?
The radio stadium that's in Vegas, right?
Yeah, I think they have it
Yeah,
at there. They have it there. That's gonna sell out. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I gotta research and see where it's gonna be.
A Legion or something I heard him say. A Legion Stadium.
And then I think the Tank, when Tank fight, he gonna fight at T-Mobile in Vegas. Tank
Yeah,
and
that's where
rematch.
that's where Terrence Crawford and Earl Spence fought at
Oh,
T-Mobile.
okay. They was at T-Mobile. Okay.
They said stadium. This is a stadium they're gonna be fighting at. But yeah, man. But I had to give y'all guys the sneak peek, man. What's going on, man? And don't forget July the 19th.
July 19th. I'm gonna mark that date down. Figure
July
out. Yeah.
19th, brother. But yeah, man. I'm gonna let y'all go and brothers handle y'all business, man. I appreciate you having me on. I always tell folks I love y'all, nothing y'all can do about it. I appreciate you, brother.
I love the positivity, man, for sure.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right.
So if you got something to ask before you go,
Anything else you want to ask, bro? So we did talk about, just to catch everybody out here that's viewing this that follows boxing heavy. So you say he started pro in 1976.
yeah.
Okay, and he was doing the amateurs prior to that. With the Aguelo fight, where was that at? Where did he fight Aguelo?
The Orange Bowl in Florida.
In Florida. Okay. Okay.
In Florida. His amateur record was 22, my fault. 220 fights and 16 losses.
220 fights and 16 losses. Wow.
That was his amateur record.
Amazing. That's a lot of fights. Wow.
As an amateur. 20. That's my grandma's birthday. 220. What'd he say?
Now, what was that, bro? Oh, okay. Yeah, man. That's amazing. Yeah. So yeah, man, we'll definitely do this again, and I'm gonna definitely come to that event downtown. We're gonna plan to be there, and I plan to be at the thing on the 31st of May, the Ohio
Hall of Fame.
Yeah, I want to go to that
Hall
too.
of Fame, Nate Tubb.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to make that one too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You going live?
Yeah, I'm gonna plan to go live. I got my cameraman with me, so which is my brother. So we'll make it there.
And
I'm gonna get you a shirt too, champ. I need to know the size, so I'll give you a shirt.
1X.
1X, we got you.
Yeah.
What color you like? What's your favorite color?
Bring out, huh?
What's your favorite color? Like shirt color. I got the blue one, like I got on. Blue. I got a black. Okay.
Blue.
We'll get you a blue one.
Bring out tent. Bring a tent.
Okay.
Y'all need a tent because it's gonna be hot.
Okay.
So with the sun beaming on you, be up under a tent, you good.
Cool.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's basically it. If you're gonna be at the show, you need to go shop for some advertising, brother. You better shop for some advertising for people. For real, it'll work. I'm real good at that. Go holler at people at some businesses. How'd you like your advertising business for the July 19th show? Live event outside from 1 to 4. You know what I mean? From 1 to 4. I'm gonna send you the flyer. Who number was that I called?
You got mine, so I'm gonna text you when I get off. I'm gonna text you that it's me.
And I'll send you the flyer of the show. But have a tent. Go out and get your sales now. Let them know. You're gonna be on the platform live at the fight. Hey, interviewing people at the same time you watching the fight. You be commentating the fight. Do all that.
Okay. Sure.
Your viewers watching it and everything. Nobody ain't doing stuff like that now. That's different.
Yes, just something different. A whole different approach.
Right. Even have your small little black backdrop inside your tent. So when they come in, you know what I mean?
Okay.
They can see all that. Yeah. Like go after your sponsors too. I'm trying to give you the game. Go after your sponsors, man. Whoever want to make some money. I mean, you know what I mean? Broadcast their stuff, $50 or $100 on what you charge, but make it happen. You got what? May, June, you got 2 months and a half to go get a lot of people. Yeah, let them know. Yeah, so y'all good doing that. Throw them on y'all show. They name stroll past at the bottom. If you can make it bigger, That'd be even better. I was seeing something. That's why I moved my camera. See if it can make. If you can make your wording bigger on here,
Mm-hmm.
they're strolling at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be even better too, so they can see their word, their logo, all that. A live podcast. Yeah, that's dope right there doing that. Yeah. But anyway, brother, anything else before I go?
I think that we pretty much wrapped it up. We'll do a part two at a later date, you know. And
All right, cool beans, man.
yeah.
I appreciate you inviting me on, man.
Yeah, I'm happy you got to come through, man. That's beautiful.
All right, then, man. So I holler at you, man.
I enjoy
Stay
it
in
myself.
touch, brother.
Much love, man. I'm gonna text you from my phone when I get done, and you can send me the flyer or the information.
All right, cool beans. Send me this link too so I can go back and watch it.
Okay, I got you, champ.
All right, peace out, man. What's your brother name?
JC.
What up, JC, man? Hold it down. Thank you, brother.
He said, you already know.
All right, peace.
All right, peace, champ.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all. We had a beautiful segment tonight. It went longer than I expected, but I'm happy because we had the champ come in and graced us with some knowledge on his pops who was a champ, the late great Aaron Pryor. So get on Wikipedia, on Google, get on BoxRec, get on YouTube, look up the documentary on Aaron the Hawk Pryor, so you can learn about the history of him. And you know, he was one of the top fighters in the 80s. You know, he was up there with the Hearns and the Sugar Ray Leonards and stuff like that. You know, he was talked amongst the notables in the boxing world. Right here from 513 Cincinnati, Ohio. Y'all, so hey, we're about to get ready to jump into the NUA fight and get that started up or whatever. But I'm happy for everybody who tuned in. Much respect. Anybody that's on FB that was trending on YouTube, that was in the chat, make sure you hit the thumbs up. And if you're on Facebook, actually, go over to YouTube, to my YouTube page, and hit the thumbs up and make sure you subscribe on YouTube. All my FB people on live, go to YouTube and make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe. That way you're kind of over there where the main focal point is. All right, so we're gonna wrap this one up. I'm gonna see you next Sunday, and hopefully maybe I'll sneak in another video before next Sunday. But we'll definitely be back every Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time in the USA. Peace, and I will catch you on the next round.